I have successfully passed my challenge of platinuming every mainline Resident Evil game. And to celebrate, I decided to turn every single video I have made on Resident Evil into one giant mega video. But just know that every single video has already been uploaded to our channel and they're in a playlist. But yeah, this took like a year to make these videos and probably like 3 years off my life. So please like and subscribe. Also, thank you guys so much for actually supporting me, supporting the channel, liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, you name it. Thank you guys so much. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I'm very proud of how far we have come, and I hope to see more in the future, of course. And yeah, but without any further ado, let's dive into
Resident Evil.
Resi 1 takes place in July of 1998 in Raccoon Forest, where Alpha Team was sent to look for Bravo Team. This simple mission quickly turned into a nightmare as zombified dogs attacked Alpha Team, barely saved by Albert Wesker. He, Chris, and Jill find the Spencer mansion, barely making it alive. Chris hears a gunshot and decides to check it out, while Jill and Wesker stay together. Immediately, I noticed how difficult the tank controls are going to be. And not only can you not move and attack at the same time, you have to run back, do your attack stance, slash and or shoot. But for me, I have to slash like there's no tomorrow because shit, there might not be. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Chris only has 6 slots in his inventory, while Jill has 8. So I carry less stuff, and I have to only use a knife? Oh my god! In this hallway, you encounter your very first zombie, but I finally killed it and got my first trophy. Immediately after my first trophy, I died. There's a trophy for fucking dying in this game. After finally finding my footing on where to go and whatnot, I ran into a Crimson Head, which are reanimated zombies. No lie. Anyways, defeating one will grant you the Seeing Red trophy. Later on in the story, we meet Richard. Or Dick, a member of STARS. Richard is severely injured by Jan, the snake, so we have to get him serum before he dies. Saving him grants you this trophy. After the fight between you and Jan, you can get a trophy called Bravo Rebecca, where you play as her and grab another serum to save Chris under a time limit, while also trying to obtain the death masks. This happens.
Stop it! Why? What? Why? Okay, I'm out. I'm leaving. Damn. Oh my god. Ah! Stop! Get off of me! Get off of me! Oh my god! Ah!
After grabbing the death mask and placing them on their podiums or whatever, you have to fight the Red Crimson. You have to fight the Red Crimson. You have to fight the Red Crimson. Crimson! Am I saying this right? You know when you say a word so much that it doesn't sound real?
Shut your fucking mouth!
All bullshit aside though, I did it after many deaths. After you defeat the Red Crimson, you obtain this metal object, granting you this trophy. Now I wasn't paying all that much attention to the trophy guide, but turns out using a lighter, defense item, and stomping zombies' heads would actually disqualify the knife only trophy. And guess what I did? Hey dumbass. That costed you the entire playthrough. Worst part about it is that I didn't even know, man. I had no clue until the end. I got the trophy, but you know, fuck it, we ball. Later on in the story, we go outside and underneath the Spencer mansion, find the Arclay laboratory. Mother Neptune, a giant mutant shark biohazard, attacks the laboratory, forcing you to quickly drain the whole thing. After draining it, you go downstairs to finish the job, granting you a trophy. After this, you go back upstairs and you are forced to fight Plant 42, which is this giant, you guessed it, bitch ass plant that swings its testicles. No way, I just said that.
That don't work. Oh! There's no way out of this one. You're done.
That swings its tentacles everywhere, and you're supposed to hit them with your knife. Who came up with this? I want the Mexican. Anyways, I did it, even though it didn't count for the knife only trophy. Great target practice, I guess, you know. Once you go back to the mansion, you are introduced to the hunter, and oh my god, I hate these green reptilian fucks.
Move out of the way! Move out of my way! You coward! Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Dude, I'm about to die. Dude.
Look at it. She's just swinging at nothing. Shit.
No! This nigga, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Once you defeat the fucker for the first time, you get a trophy. After defeating Yon for the second time and permanently, you pick up the last book, volume 2, which will give you a trophy. Once you go back outside and turn off the waterfall and go deeper under the mansion, you have to fight the Black Tiger. Once you defeat it, you get a trophy. Once, although she hasn't been an obvious threat, but more of a threat on the outside, we have to fight Lisa Trevor on the inside of her cave. To be honest, she's one of the most messed up characters in this entire series, since she was literally experimented on as a kid. So she later kills herself, popping this trophy. Rest in peace, Lisa Trevor. After the second act of the game, you get to finally reunite with Jill Valentine, popping this trophy. This takes us to the end of the game, where you just have to finish the game using Chris. But someone is missing. Yeah, Rebecca's fucking dead. Meaning, I didn't save everyone, disqualifying yet another trophy, making it 2 for 2 so far. Way to go, damn it. Now, for the second playthrough, I have to play as Jill on normal difficulty, while going for the Nook and Crannies trophy, which you have to pick up every goddamn item in this game. Okay, bro, not gonna lie, fuck this game! Anyways, the story is basically the same, except we are looking for Chris instead of Barry this time, since he is basically with us the entire game. Speaking of Barry, we get a trophy for allowing him to save us. My next trophy was to defeat the Crimson Head using Jill, and that was easy. After catching Barry being very
I heard someone talking.
suspect, I have to fight Plant 42 again. And after the fight, I get to obtain the helmet key, which grants us the Keymaster trophy for picking it up as Jill. To grab the last death mask, I defeated Jan using Jill. And also Richard fucking dies. Now throughout the story, Barry was acting very shady. We're supposed to be looking for Chris, and every time I bump into him, he's in a place he either shouldn't be, or it almost seems like he's in a place he should be. Which is why we are given the question to trust him or not. Pressing yes will give us the trophy and keep him by our side, and pressing no will just cause Lisa Trevor to kill him. But why is he acting shady, you may ask? We find out as we reach the laboratory as Jill. It turns out that Albert Wesker, the captain of Alpha Team, was a double agent for Umbrella Corporation, with a hidden agenda to observe and report the zombies and bioorganic weapons like T-001. Barry was manipulated by Wesker to carry out some of his dirty work that would directly benefit Umbrella, which is why he was scoping out the mansion and ending up in the most random places. Wesker boasts about how he wants to be a slave for Umbrella, until T-001 Tyrant just impales him. He was just tired of that bullshit. After this, we have to take down the Tyrant ourselves. After we do, we grab Barry and free Chris from confinement, popping this trophy. But turns out the Tyrant isn't dead and comes back to terrorize us one last time.
Ah! Yes. Rocket launcher, yes. Oh.
Now, with the power of friendship and a random ass bazooka from Brad, we are able to take down T-001 for good, popping these 3 trophies for completing the game as Jill, completing the game with Jill and Chris, and finally finishing the game with all 3 of them. Oh, and I got a difficulty related trophy for beating the game on easy. But weren't you supposed to play on normal? Yeah, I thought so too. This is what happens when they don't say easy, normal, or hard. They put these riddles up on the screen and say, do you want to take a height or fight for your life? After my second playthrough, I attempted to start practicing how to speedrun the game for the speedrun trophies, of course. While doing this, I decided to go for other trophies, trying to think smarter and not harder. I'm not good at that. With that, I speedran the game, and I ended up getting 2 trophies from it. Got one for finishing the game without saving, and I got the other, which was to finish the game in 5 hours. While going for the Nook and Crannies trophy, I got the Break Out the Marshmallows trophy, which is to burn 2 zombies at the same time with the same lighter. I later got the Nook and Cranny trophy while playing on normal difficulty, popping that and this trophy as well. Now, I finally played through Chris's playthrough correctly and finally saved Rebecca from her demise. I later finished the game saving Rebecca and Jill and Chris, popping this trophy. And finally, the knife only trophy. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up. I saved the game as soon as Rebecca was in danger and just quickly speedran the game, neglecting both Rebecca and Jill to get the Every Man for Himself trophy. Now look, this trophy took me months to do. Two months exactly. and it was to finish the game in 3 hours while finishing the game on hard difficulty. And there were many fails, but to spare you the details of bullshittery, I'll just show the trophies popping. Now I have to finish the game in invisible enemy mode. This is so stupid. I had many fails doing this one, and it was honestly so annoying. It was so irritating. I've never really wanted to give up on a game this bad in my life, dude. After this, I got 2 trophies for beating the invisible enemies and getting all the costumes. Now I have ran into another problem, the Star Signal trophy. It says to obtain all weapons, which is crazy as hell since you would think I had already done that when getting the Nook and Crannies trophy, because I had picked up every item in the game. So what the hell was the problem? It's because I hadn't picked up every weapon as Chris, which is ridiculous. Worst part about this was that this was a baseless theory my delusional mind came up with, but I wouldn't know until I finished the game. And turns out, I was right.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Will you take the rocket launcher?
Oh, I got it! I got the trophy! Yes! Yes! Finally!
Now all I needed was to finish the game on survival difficulty. Once I finally beat the game on real survival mode, I finally got the platinum. It's platinum. Finally. The game opens up on this man eating this evil burger, and he accidentally hits this woman on the road. He gets out the car and realizes she's bleeding and instantly freaks out. He looks around hopelessly and oh my god. Leon goes to the gas station before his first day as a cop and decides to investigate. Finds the sheriff getting the best neck of his life. We shoot the bastard and grab a key, but before we can leave, Leon runs into this girl named Claire. They both leave and go into Raccoon City. Leon is going to the police department for answers, while Claire is going there too to look for her brother Chris. I remember that guy.
No!
As they arrive, the trucker, now bitten, runs into a car and explodes everything, causing Leon and Claire to split up. They decide to meet up back at the police station, and this is where the game begins. Leon gets to the police department and does some digging, well, mostly crawling, and finds a police officer attempting to save him, but he gets chopped in half. We get the hell out of there, and Leon almost doesn't make it until Marvin Branagh saves us. He tells us to be careful and gives us a combat knife. While checking out the police department, we get That'll Hold 'em, basics of survival, a vault like mine, hip to add square, and first break it. Marvin tells us that Claire is at the gate waiting to be let in, and as we go to the gate, a helicopter crashes into the building, and we talk to her until the helicopter explodes, causing zombies to come her way. While looking for medallions to unlock the basement of RPD, we run into the Lickers, and truth be told, these things were just as bad as the Raptors from the first game.
Keep going. Don't turn around. That's so stupid of you. That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You ever heard of it? Oh my god.
What happened? Why did it unpause?
After our interaction, we get Eat This, Customizer, Vermin Extermination. Once we leave the Raccoon Police Department, we get Path to the Goddess. Now, we can finally catch a... Bro. We have to fight this James Sunderland looking ass thing. We fight and then the monster trips and
fell in the back of McDonald's.
And now we can finally relax a little as we are finally able to make it to the police department's parking garage. We try to escape, but we need a key card. A zombified dog attacks Leon until a woman in a trench coat appears and saves us, and then she immediately dips. We find a man in the cell and he mentions the police chief, Chief Irons. He isn't really crucial to Leon's playthrough, so we'll dive into him later. Pause. Anyways, the guy in himself fucking dies to a hand in the wall, crushing his face. The woman in the trench coat appears and tells Leon her name, and also tells us to get out of the station. And we are forced to backtrack into the station to grab cell keys that'll allow us to get a key card. As we go back into the police department, we run into the thing that killed that man with his hand, the Tyrant. And this guy is no joke. Fuck.
Dude, I want to get off the game.
Later, we paralyze a clicker's sense of hearing to get this trophy. As we later open the cell the guy died in, we find a recorder. Inside of the recording, a woman by the name of Annette Birkin is talking about a virus. We try to escape the garage again, but the tyrant came back. But Ada Wong crashes her car into him, saving us, and we escape the garage, popping this trophy. Leon and Ada leave together and go to the gun store, and they run into a man and his daughter, and they notice that she is bitten and is slowly turning. This makes Leon devoted to saving the city, and he tells Ada, and they form a sort of partnership. As we traverse, Ada tells us that the pharmaceutical company Umbrella is secretly creating indestructible bioweapons and produced a virus that can turn people into man-eaters, and she thinks the woman in the recording, Annette Birkin, is behind it all. Leon falls into the sewers, and he spent one day in Florida. He barely escapes, and later on, him and Ada find Annette Birkin, and they tell her to hand over the G-Virus, and she ups the pole on Ada. But Leon takes a bullet for her. This leaves Ada to quickly take care of Leon and go after Annette. And Ada tracks her down and asks if she killed her husband to get credit for the G-Virus, and Annette instantly tries to fucking kill her. This leaves Ada hurt, and we switch back to Leon. Leon wakes up from his wounds and goes to the control room to see Ada unconscious.
Oh my god!
Christ, what the hell just
Oh my god!
What just happened?
I don't know.
We were just chilling. What
My pause game was not good right there. That's what I'm saying.
We later get stopped by the same creature from before, and we are forced to take him down with this crane shaft thing, popping the gotcha trophy. We get back to Ada, and she tells him that the situation is way more dire than she thought, and then they take a train down into the Nest building, which are Umbrella's test site, and share a little kiss. Leon goes into the Nest building.
Welcome to London, bruv. Welcome to London, bruv. Welcome to fucking London.
He finds this recording of a scientist named Dr. Birkin, and he gets slimed out by soldiers for his creation of the G-Virus. The soldiers take the samples and head out. The specific soldier, Punk, is angry because they're supposed to take him in alive. More on him later though. Leon takes on the monster for a third time now until Annette runs in and says she'll deal with him herself and calls the monster William. On the floor Dr. Birkin was shot, he injected himself with the G-Virus. Annette asks William what he has done, revealing that William Birkin was the monster in the creation of his own monstrosity. William grabs his wife, and we now have to deal with him again one last time. After that, Annette tells us not to trust Ada, and tells us that she isn't an FBI agent, but a mercenary, and plans to sell the virus to the highest bidder. And she says all this before fucking dying. Leon finds Ada and asks her if she is an FBI agent, and she pulls a gun on him. Leon does the same, but they realize they just can't shoot one another. But out of nowhere, Annette makes the decision for him and shoots Ada in the fucking shoulder. God damn, I can't stand jealous hoes. You're telling me she was on her last few steps and breaths, and she decides to take her down with her? You a bitch! As the self-destruction begins to earthquake the nest around them, Ada falls and Leon tries to save her, and Ada drops the G-Virus. Annette dies, for real this time. Amen. And Ada says her goodbyes to Leon before falling to her death. I hate when baddies die. Not Annette, she's a bitch! This leaves Leon all alone to escape the nest in Raccoon City. He gets to the control room and finds Claire on the surveillance and tells her to meet with him. As he escapes, he runs into the tyrant again. In the end, we have to fight him one last time, and we come on fucking top and get this trophy. Oh, Leon, I love you, Leon! Leon escapes onto a train by the skin of his teeth and finds Claire and this random little girl.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay.
Now, Claire's playthrough is literally the same story, but hers basically starts when we meet Leon at the gate. We find Leon and talk to him until the helicopter explodes, causing zombies to come our way. After this, the tyrant spawns, and I got the hats off trophy. We make it inside the police department and quickly get past the medallions and get into the basement of the police department. We find the monster and this little girl, and before rescuing her, we have to fight the monster, and he trips and falls into the back of it.
This guy.
We talk to the little girl, and she asks Claire to help her find her parents. Claire insists, and they go to the parking garage together. Out of nowhere, this man pulls a gun out and threatens Claire for the little girl and calls her Sherry. Now Claire is on a mission to get the girl back and help her find her parents. While in the garage, we get the light skeet shooting trophy. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Why are we shooting Skeet? Claire goes back into the police department to investigate the mansion and goes into the chief's office and hears the phone ringing. She picks it up and it's the kidnapper telling Claire to meet up with her in a neighborhood to give her a pendant that the girl dropped. Also, the kidnapper is the aforementioned corrupt police chief from earlier.
What a stupid bitch! God damn it! This is why I like kids!
The game switches to Sherry's POV and she attempts to escape the orphanage that she's being held in. And she runs into the kidnapper and finds the dead body of a woman. The kidnapper finds her and Sherry throws acid into his eyes. This doesn't stop him though, and he gets his hands onto her until the monster from earlier fucking attacks him. While all of this is going on, Claire traverses through the infested streets of Raccoon City to meet him in the orphanage, and she gets into the building and the kidnapper instantly attacks her until a stomach bug given to him by the monster instantly kills him, alien style. Claire and Sherry escape down an elevator where out of nowhere the tyrant tries to open it until the monster rips him a new one. Sherry in complete fear says,
Daddy? What'd you say?
What'd he say?
revealing that William Birkin is her dad and Annette Birkin is her mom. Claire passes out in the elevator and Sherry is taken again, but put into this glass chamber. Claire and Annette talk through an intercom and she calls her out on her negligence and being a bitch and gets back to Sherry where she has become infected and needed a cure. Claire takes the elevator down to the nest and aids Sherry with a cure. Once she was back on her feet, she escapes and meets up with Leon on the train, but she still has to take down Birkin one last time. The three leave everything behind and live happily ever after, getting us the true ending. After getting the true ending, I quickly went back and played as Leon to get his S rank, and to do that, I have to speedrun the game and play on hardcore mode. And to be honest, I have no time to deal with bullshit, so I bought a couple poles. I don't give a fuck!
Wait, what is that? What are you doing? You hear that? Hold on. I must. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Who was that two over there?
He's not even a police officer anymore.
So during this playthrough, I got Treasure Hunter, One Slick Super Spy, Zombie Roundup, A Small Carbon Footprint, Minimalist, Leon S. Kennedy, and Hardcore Rookie. I did the same thing for Claire's S rank playthrough and got Young Escapee, Sizzling Scarlet Hero, A Waste of Space, Frugalist, Complete Vermin Extermination, Hardcore College Student, and Lore Explorer.
To think that thing. Who wrote this? To think that thing.
Gotta shit that ass, me wanna see that pussy pop.
And now I had one last trophy to get, and it was the one I dreaded the most. We have to play as Hunk in the Grim Reaper game mode, and boy, this mode is no joke. I don't have any footage of me playing, sadly, but it was a genuine pain playing against every single monster that I ran up against, including the goddamn tyrant. Like, holy shit. But after trial and error, I finally got the trophy, Grim Reaper, and of course the platinum, Raccoon City Famous. The game opens on some B-roll showing off the infected streets of Raccoon City and good old Umbrella propaganda. After this, we wake up as Jill Valentine and go to the bathroom and we look into the mirror and she begins to slowly turn into a zombie and attempts to quickly end her life before her new zombified one takes over. But no worries, because that was just a nightmare, since this is 3 months after the events of the Spencer Mansion incident. From her skin, she hears the phone ring and it is Brad telling her to quickly escape her apartment and meet with him. Oh yeah, I remember that guy from the helicopter from the first game. Oh shit! So yeah, this big ass dude just busts through our wall and attacks us. She quickly gets the hell out of her fiery apartment and meets up with Brad. Her and Brad look around Raccoon City and see it is filled with zombies. As they try to escape, Brad gets caught and gets bitten. This doesn't stop Jill though, as she keeps running through the city as a helicopter tells her to get to the rooftop to evacuate. He finally gets to the helicopter and we get the hell. Oh shit!
Who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
We opt to push this thing off the rooftop with a car, and the monster is about to finish Jill off until the random nigga with a rocket launcher stops the creature and helps Jill escape the thing popping this trophy. Before following this guy, I turned around and grabbed this collectible, Hello Charlie, and of course they're just scattered throughout the entire game. He tells Jill that his name is Carlos and he belongs to the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service, and she is instantly against it because of the events from the Spencer Mansion. But Carlos asks for her help with civilian survivors in the subway station and she gives in. Jill meets the platoon leader, Malachi Victor, and he asks her to help get the train system moving to evacuate the civilians. We head up to the surface and grab a couple trophies. I got Basic Chemistry, Gunsmith, and Get Organized. Another UBCS member heavily injured, but he tells us he's not bitten, but it's not like it matters because another UBCS member comes in and shoots him dead on the spot. Yeah, he immediately tells us to man up and just leaves. Yeah, alright bro. After this, we get to the power site and it is infected with these virus spiders, and we get a parasite down the jugular.
This game, the movement's really slow. Oh!
Jill cures it and gets the power back on. After this, the creature shows up again and he is not happy. We get the fuck out of there and make it to the traffic control room where we have to do a classic complex Resident Evil style puzzle I'm just kidding. There are no hard puzzles in this game. I love cut content. During this intermission or whatever, I got the Power Stone trophy. We turn the controls back on and we have to make it to the train without getting curb stomped, and boy was that a challenge.
Okay. Boop. He thought he could get me right there. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh, let me go into Toy Uncle. I just toy. I died. Are you out of your mind?
The creature breaks into the subway and Jill decides to use herself as bait as the train takes off. She quickly runs into a sewer system to escape the thing, but the creature does the unthinkable and goes around and catches her and ups the pole on her ass. We do more running and run into a construction zone and he does the same fucking thing. Now we have to fight this staged mini boss.
How did I not die? He hit me with a full-on tyrant move and I didn't die. Why am I fate? Did you see that?
We just shoot the gas tank and it explodes, giving us more time to, you guessed it, run around. We running around like a damn dog with zoomies. As we run around again, the creature finds us again, and he has a new weapon again! And what's the weapon, you may ask? Well, of course, it's just a rocket launcher. Yeah, something casual, something chill. We run again until Carlos stuns him, and we are finally able to get to the train station once more. Carlos tells us that he is on a side quest and he has to locate this man named Nathaniel Barr. Jill, Victor, the guy from earlier who killed the guy, and Nikolai get on the train, and Victor accuses Nikolai of intentionally getting his platoon killed. Before he can find out the truth, Nemesis is back and he explodes the civilian carriage, killing everybody on the damn train. Nikolai saves himself and locks Jill and Victor in the train with Nemesis. Nemesis quickly attempts to make quick work of Victor, but he calls him a shitbird and uses a bomb to explode and detach the trains from one another. While all this is going on, Carlos and Tyrell are at the Raccoon Police Department, and at the entrance, we find Marvin Branna and a zombified Brad Victor. Brad bites Marvin, and we have to put Brad down for good. Now, Carlos and Tyrell enter RPD, and Carlos goes to the STAR's office, and there he gets a call from Nathaniel Barr. Nathaniel says he needs rescuing since he is trapped in a hospital and surrounded by zombies, and he mentions that Umbrella are killing former employees. William Birkin. Carlos also gets a call from Jill, and she tells us everything about the train and Nikolai, and he dips to go save Bard and Jill. While walking through the city as Jill, we get the 2-for-1 deal trophy and sees the creature on fire fall into the water.
Bitch can't even swim.
He immediately comes back looking completely different than before, and now Jill has to fight this rabid-ass biohazard. After the fight, she cuts off one of his limbs and tries to escape, but he quickly infects her, and she passes out. And then Nikolai walks from the shadows, grinning. About 12 hours later, Carlos finds Jill unconscious and takes her to the hospital in hopes to have Nathaniel Bard aid her and cure her of the virus. He lays her down and goes to find Bard, but once he does, we find him dead. Carlos reads his final message and reveals that he has an antidote for the virus, and Carlos grabs it and gives it to Jill.
I just had the vaccine. Let's go.
After that, we have to take down a bunch of zombies and we get this trophy. While she's resting, Tyrell informs Carlos that there will be a missile strike on Raccoon City. Carlos goes underground to get vaccines to stop the government from blowing the city to smithereens. Jill wakes up and Tyrell tells her about Carlos's mission, and the two go underground together. And then Tyrell fucking dies. After that, I got RE Master of Unlock, Hindo's Armory, and the Pursuer. Jill gets a vaccine made until the creature shows up again and restrains her. She escapes Nemesis and runs into Nikolai. And later on, he takes the vaccine and tells her to fight the creature for combat data. She does just that and leaves the creature in acid and goes after Nikolai, popping us this stroke. We find Nikolai, but we are interrupted once again by the relentless Nemesis. But this time we finally take him down for good.
Fuck you up. Next time, take the fucking hit.
We get to the rooftop and we find Carlos and Nikolai in a tussle, and then we shoot Nikolai. While all this is going on, this missiles sent to decimate Raccoon City are launched, and Jill takes the vaccine and tells herself that the thing that led to the downfall of Raccoon City wasn't the virus, but human greed. And the ashes of the city will be the ashes on the company umbrella.
Adios, nuclear reactor!
If you guys been keeping up with the series, then I'm sure you guys know what comes next, and that'll be cleanup. So anyways, I just got to speedrun the game on the hardest difficulty while also grabbing every collectible since I missed a few.
Is Nemesis near me? Oh my god, he's right there.
Nemesis?
And just like Resident Evil 2, I bought the weapon pack, and again, especially here, I do not give an ounce of a fuck. Anyways, during this playthrough, I got Nemesis Down, Bookworm, Veteran, Sensational Work, Survivor, Sprinter, Goodbye Charlie, Electric Slide, I Might Need These Later, Conqueror, Dominator, Jill Valentine, and So Long, Raccoon City. And that's literally it.
Resident Evil 4.
The game starts off with Leon S. Kennedy, recapping his life since the events of what happened in Raccoon City.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget.
He explains how the cop inside him died that day, and after those events he was asked to join a top secret government program, and the program damn near killed him. Leon is now in Europe in the back of a police car, embarking on a mission to rescue Baby Eagle, a very important missing girl. We chat with the police officers and Leon isn't all too amused. But then one of the police officers go to take a leak, and he starts to hear weird noises. The other police officer in the car asks Leon if he wants a cig, and he prefers clean lungs and decides to go and check on the officer. Leon finds an abandoned house with a man that's acting bizarre to say the least. He then asks where the officer is before finding his bloody badge on the floor. The man tries to take out Leon, but the opposite happens and he breaks his neck from Leon's roundhouse kick? When and why did they teach him that in the Marines, bro? Leon does some more digging and finds the dead police officer and hears struggling coming from the dead man's walkie-talkie. He goes upstairs and finds a map of the area and a picture of a tied-up woman. He uses comms to specifically reach an agent working for the US government that goes under the code name Roost. According to Roost, the girl in the picture is Baby Eagle, or the president's daughter. Some more bizarre people appear and Leon has to escape, and he goes to the town's village. In the village, he sees the other police officer from before being burned at the stake, and Leon is forced to take on all of these villagers and some chainsaw man.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
But this is where the action starts. During the fight, the church bell tolls and the villagers drop everything they are doing and go to church.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Leon gets a call from Roost and they tell him to look out for a windmill in a nearby house for Baby Eagle. Once he reaches the house, we hear a banging noise, investigate, and we find a bag, but instead of finding the president's daughter, we find this man tied up. Before Leon can get a question out, this man in a trench coat and a fedora picks Leon up and slams him, knocking him out cold. I think I've seen this before.
Fuck. Dude, I want to get off the game.
The man uses a syringe with the parasite inside to inject Leon with AIDS or something. I don't know. When he wakes up, he is chained up next to the guy in the bag before. And the guy tells us his name is Louise Sarah. Louise tells Leon that he heard some of the villagers speaking about a woman and they saw them moving someone to an old church. A man comes in and tries to off both Leon and Louise and they cook him with the chain bounding them together. But Louise slips out of the chain and leaves the key for Leon that dips. Leon gets out of custody and during this section, I parried an enemy, giving me nice basics. I met the merchant and completed a request he gave me, giving me nice one stranger. I upgraded my weapon, giving me my preferred peace trophy, and destroyed a clockwork Castilian. After that, Leon finds a somewhat abandoned house and checks it out, and later gets attacked by a man in the trench coat again. But that is until someone shoots at the man before finishing us off. The man leaves, and Leon thinks about how the man who was just holding him up by his seat just mentioned how his body accepted the gift. AIDS! It burns when you pee. Leon asks for a background check on Louise, but finds out that he was a former umbrella scientist for the European branch of the company. He actually helped create the monstrosity that was the Nemesis T-Type. You know, the one that has dick for brains and can somehow teleport. Oh, and of course this damages Leon's trust with them. Leon goes out to the water and he sees a really big fish and keeps note of it. He later goes out on the lake with the big fish in it as they're getting gas for his fucking canoe, and we explore a couple places before having to fight the aforementioned big fish called the Del Lago. We quickly take down the amphibian or whatever you want to call it and get this trophy for defeating it. This was just a small victory since he instantly starts coughing and losing blood and passes out. That's AIDS. While asleep, he has a dream that this hooded man saying that we too will permanently join his covenant to share his holy Bali. They'll share his holy blessing. Anyways, Leon wakes up from his power nap. Turns out this dude was out for 3 whole hours, bro. Just go ahead and clock out for me, bro. He reaches the church and finds Ashley Graham, aka Baby Eagle, and most importantly, also known as the president's daughter. They talk and they notice that the villagers are coming to infiltrate the church they were in. So they quickly leave the church and Leon assembles a plan with Roost. During this section, I saved Ashley and stopped her from being carried away. Leon and Ashley later find Louise, and of course, Leon isn't happy about Louise's history with Umbrella, but they are forced to put their differences aside and team up to take out the parasitic villagers. After the fight, Ashley starts to cough up blood, and Louise explains that coughing blood is caused by something called a plaga, the parasite that is making all of the villagers mad. He tells the two that at the early stages of the parasite, it is possible to remove the plaga with surgical procedure. Louise dips, but he tells Leon that he will keep in contact with him. While walking away, he walks into an alive and well Ada Wong. Yes, Ada Wong from Resident Evil 2. You know, we saw her die. She instantly gets down to business and asks about the amber, which is a fossilized Las Plagas sample that has unique properties. He tells her that he doesn't have it yet, and he asks for her to congratulate him for still being alive. She tells him that they had a deal that when the amber is delivered, he can leave the village. And Louise tells her he'll retrieve it in something else, whatever that might be. As we make our rounds, Leon and Ashley get ambushed by the trenchcoat guy and his fuck-ass zealots.
Okay.
Leon kicks a flammable barrel towards him and says, "Hasta luego." Finishes him off. Or so we thought. So yeah, you have to fight this fuck ass dude now, and it wasn't the easiest boss fight either.
Guess your tap dancing days are over.
Leon takes him down, popping the grilled big cheese trophy, and escapes the building before burning alive. The two enter the courtyard to get to the castle, but before we can even breathe, the zealot goons start pissing on our backs, but we know it ain't raining, so I launched a cannonball right to one of their chests. Oh, and they gave me a trophy. We clear everyone out and enter the castle to find this man.
Such a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Mr. Kennedy. Who the hell are you?
Raymond's short ass over here wants Leon to give Ashley over because she is the gateway into the government. With her being Plaga, the parasite can easily infiltrate the United States. Leon says hell, and we are now off to fight and defend again. To be honest, I don't know when I hopped in the shooting range, but I later did and got the amateur shooter trophy. As we get out of the main castle, Ashley gets possessed by the Plaga and grabs Leon's knife and attempts to stab him. Once she snaps out of it, she realizes what she has done and runs off to hide. While looking for her, Leon runs into a very old associate.
You can stop right there.
Leon and Ada reunite after 6 years. Leon knows something is up and asks who she's working for now, and of course she doesn't say. She does say to leave the girl since she is too far gone. Leon is like, no. I'm auditioning Ashley. Don't even think about it, girl. Anyways, they decide to put a pause on their little convo, and Ada just dips. Leon finds Ashley again and tells her it is okay to be scared, and reveals that he has the Plaga too. After doing the animal head puzzle, Leon gets caged, and Ashley is forced to run off and try to survive while Leon whoops ass.
Ashley
Decides to make it her personal mission to grab key items to save Leon and recovers a key that unlocks the cage. Once she tosses the key, she gets abducted again. Leon frees himself later and finds Ashley, but it turns out to be a trap and falls down a massive hole, barely surviving. Leon and James Sunderland need a fall damage competition because what the hell, bro? Leon is now in this water area with these murky enemies. He later finds Louise, and Louise gives Leon medicine that doesn't cure the Plaga but helps slow it down. The new pair go on a couple missions together and fight 2 giants and shoot Plaga villagers on a railroad track. There was a missable trophy for the railroad tracks, but well, I missed it. Later on, Louise gets stabbed in the back by Leon's old US Major, Jack Krauser, the man who trained and almost killed Leon during his 6-year time trip. To avenge Louise, Leon and Krauser have a bit of a knife fight. After the fight, Louise gives the keys to his laboratory and dies. Rest in peace, Louise Sarah, bro. Now, Krauser's whole mission was to kidnap the president's daughter and give Ashley to Raymond, since both his and Raymond's goals to infiltrate the US government aligned. So after the fight, he takes Ashley to Raymond, and Leon tries to get there, but it was too late, and Raymond decides to monologue.
Such a fool, Mr. Kennedy, to have been bestowed with Lord Sadler's.
You talk too much.
Leon cutting him off only enraged the midget, and he grows up in the most grotesque way possible. And of course, he turns into an unavoidable boss. During this fight, we had to stick another nade in his mouth to shut him up twice more, giving me this trophy. He didn't shut up. Chicken. And of course, I got another for defeating the Buddha Bear fuck. Tiny cunt ass dude. After this, we go after Krauser, which he has a whole set piece basically giving him every advantage in the book. Smoke bomb, booby traps, machine guns, landmines. I mean, I guess that counts as booby traps. Oh, and of course, he is a fucking bioorganic weapon.
You're too soft to do what's necessary. So that's your true power? Oh, I'd ask for a refund.
Leon later defeats him with his knife and stabs him through the heart. After killing his former partner, Leon finds a boat to get Ashley, but Ada comes out of the shadows to escort Leon. During this ride, the two catch up after one another and talk about the events of the second game, but they don't see eye to eye. Why would they? Leon asks if he's being used again, and she says,
What do you think?
Ada dips Leon once more. Later, he finds Ashley and gives her the medicine that slows down the Plaga before confronting Sadler, the man behind it all. She gets abducted again and put on an altar, and while Leon tries to rescue her, Sadler updates his plans by adding the fact that he wants to turn everybody in the world into a Plaga maniac and cause them a holy body. Ada decides to buy Leon time and shoots Sadler in his chest, and they have a bit of a fight. As Leon and Ashley struggle through the hallucinations while trying to get to Louise's laboratory, Leon barely makes it and quickly cures Ashley and passes out, accepting death. But then Leon wakes up in the same chair as Ashley and he finds out that she cured him. After we catch our breath, we tell Ashley to hide as we finally deal with Sadler. Fucking bitch ass nigga. Leon sees Ada is tied up and saves her, and the two work together to take down Sadler one last time. And after a long fight, we finally get to take him down with a rocket launcher to the access point of the Plaga, giving us the Your Small Time trophy. Let's go, Leon! In the end, Ada takes the amber and leaves on a helicopter, completing her mission. Louise grabs the boat keys from Ada and gets the fuck off the island. With Ashley, of course, before it blows, completing his mission as well. We cut back to Ada telling her boss that the amber is retrieved, and the boss finally reveals himself, and it is none other than Albert Wesker, alive and well from the very first Resident Evil. Yeah, he completely faked his death back at the Spencer Mansion, and he is back with a new plan that is way worse than becoming a slave to a company. His plan is to use the amber to cause billions of casualties across the entire planet. Ada hears this and tells the pilot to turn the fuck around, and that It's what I call cinema. Now, on my second playthrough, I decided to go for the Frugalist trophy, which you have to spend the entire game without healing, and I decided to do that on the easiest difficulty while grabbing every collectible and miscellaneous trophy that I could. Even though I was on the easiest difficulty, it definitely felt way harder.
Okay, go, go, go. Leon, go! Go, Leon! Go, run! My nigga, run! Ah!
So I got every treasure from the village treasure map, defeated a Garadar using only knives, which went as good as it sounds.
What?
Flashed 3 enemies at once, sold 1 treasure for a Grand of Pesetas, finally got the minecart trophy that I missed, killed 2 parasites inside a regenerator with a single bullet, obtained every treasure from the island treasure map, completed all side quests from the merchant, which I had to egg a photo of that bitch ass nigga Raven, destroyed all Clockwork Castellians, escaped the island without taking any damage, and of course, completed the game without healing. Now with those out of the way, I decided to go straight into the hardest difficulty, Professional, which
No! I'm so sick of this game. Why does he roll it out like dice? Oh my god.
You have time to run away.
No, I don't, because if I run too far over here, the floor is gonna break. The floor! Hey, quit playing with me, bro. Quit playing with me, bro.
Yeah. I defeated the Verdugo, which was like trying to keep a cockroach dead. Reached the top of the clock tower without the lift stopping once. I missed some collectible on the castle treasure map and fixed that mistake. Sprinter for speedrunning the game in under 8 hours. Silent Stranger, which I cheesed by opening an old save to talk to the merchant and then ignoring him through my pro playthrough. Speaking of, I got the professional, hardcore, and standard difficulty trophies. I then played on hardcore again to get the S+ rank since it wasn't stackable for some reason. Decided to stack that with the Gun Fanatic, which is for obtaining every weapon, Minimalist, which is for finishing the game only using knives and handguns, which definitely wasn't hard at all.
Yo, somebody get the door!
Oh my god. I
And I had to run it back one last time for mission accomplished S+. Now, lastly, the shooting range, which was so damn hard. You have to earn S rank on every single game at the shooting range. And you might think, just shoot the fucking target. And I'd say back to you, fucking ogre. This is one of those games that are just easier on PC than it is on console. So anyways, I got the trick shot trophy for shooting 5 targets with a single shot, and of course real dead eye, and that's what gave me the platinum.
Yes! I did it! Oh my god, I did it!
I didn't want to leave the original hanging even if it didn't have a platinum. But can I 100% Resident Evil 4 without losing my mind? No! Okay, so honestly, I want this video to be short and I don't want to drag it on. So to keep it brief, the story takes place 6 years after the events of Requiem City in Resident Evil 2 and 3.
Umbrella was finished.
Now he has to save the president's daughter. We get dropped off and we go to the village. I save a wolf and we fight off the Plaga villagers. After the battle, the church bell tolls and the villagers stop fighting and walk into the church, and this is the first trophy we get.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
If you know the story, you know we end up meeting Louise Serra, an ex-scientist for the European branch of Umbrella, and we get the Plaga from the villager chief, Vitoris Mendez. Louise ends up running off, of course, and we continue our search. Before heading to the lake, I wanted to go fishing for health. Fuck this game. It gave me a truffle? Oh! Anyhow, we fight the Del Lago, and the parasite that was given to Leon by Mendez begins to take effect. After our nap, we take on El Gigante. I don't speak Spanish, so I probably said that wrong. And the wolf I saved from earlier locks in and helps us out. After defeating El Gigante, we get this trophy. After this, we get the key to the church, did a puzzle, and find Ashley Graham, the president's daughter, giving me secure the ballistics. Also, before heading out the church, Sadler reveals himself and he tells us his entire plan. We run into Louise again and we have to fight off villagers again. It's twice as more catastrophic and claustrophobic because of the damn tank controls. And boy, is that gonna bite me in the ass later. We finally fight them all off, and now we're off to fight and defend Ashley again. We get through a couple sections, and we later have to fight the Big Cheese himself. Is it the Big Cheese or the Big Sandwich? Anyways, I got the trophy, a bloodline severed. After that fight, we fully escaped the village, and we're now heading into the castle section of the game. And here we meet Raymond Salazar.
I've been expecting you, my brethren.
No thanks, bro.
While struggling through the castle and its zealots, we run into Ada Wong.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
And Leon and her reunite after her quote-unquote death.
Ada!
Louise finds us and then... he dies really early in this game. It's actually saddening. While in this section, they kidnap Ashley again. We free Ashley, and we have to play as her to get to Leon. And once they reunite, of course, she gets kidnapped again, and Leon gets thrown down a hole. We struggle to make our way back, and by struggle, I mean every bit of the word.
Oh, Mr. Kennedy, I've sent my right hand to dispose of you.
Your right hand comes off?
Reload. Oh my god, I'm reloading.
Your right hand comes off.
But once we get out and to escape this statue of Raymond that really does show his overcompensation, we meet Raymond again and we make him cry like a bitch. And now for the elevator lift part, and it was easy on normal difficulty. There's no form of happiness playing this game, none. What do you mean? What? We finally get to Raymond, and we now have to do the freaking boss fight, and he's of course uglier than ever. But we take him down, and it gives us the Castilian Falls trophy. Later on, we get into a knife fight with our former partner. Krauser, and admits to kidnapping the president's daughter to earn Raymond's trust. Fight gets interrupted by Ada Wong, and Krauser leaves. We later meet with him, and we actually fight and take him down, giving me the ties that bind. Before the last part of the game, a mini boss that didn't make it into the remake was the U3 boss, which sucks because I actually thought his section was pretty notable, but it may be in the Separate Ways DLC. I don't know though, since I haven't played it. Now we're off to the last and arguably the worst part of the game, and that'll be the island area.
Leon.
Here we finally retrieve Ashley, and Ada fights and distracts while we move to Louise's laboratory to get her cured. We cure her and we take on Sadler for ourselves with the help of Ada Wong, of course, and we take the fucker down.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm so over the backflip.
Giving us the We're Going Home trophy. Ada and Leon both complete their missions and go their separate ways. Ada takes off in a helicopter and tells the dead man walking, Albert Wesker, that her mission is complete, and Leon and Ashley escape off a jet ski.
Blow your roll.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, okay. Maybe you don't accelerate that much. Oh, you actually have.
And once again, this was cinema. So the first bit of trophies are done now, and so I have to tackle 3 more. Specifically the bottle cap trophies, the outfit trophies, which you gotta unlock all the outfits, and the one I've dreaded the most, the professional difficulty trophy. But before I do, I decided to make it easier for myself by playing Ada's assignment, or in other words, the Separate Ways story. And in this story, it's basically just the same exact story, except we work for Wesker to retrieve a prototype of the plug-up parasite. And the most we do in this story is fight Sadler and give Leon an RPG. Yeah, it's not the most riveting thing, but it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. And I got this trophy for getting all the costumes. Speaking of, now that I have the armor costume for Ashley, she is literally in. And now that my first step is done, I wanted to get the infinite rocket launcher to use it on professional difficulty to make it easier for myself. So I replayed the entire game completely and grabbed the treasure maps to make some pesetas, since the RPG cost 1 billion pesetas. And while I did this, of course, I got the shooting range trophy out of the way, which was so fucking annoying.
Me bum!
What are we doing? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind.
And I got this trophy. What are they worth? fucking nothing. Okay, so now we bought the infinite rocket launcher, completed the game, and then I was hit with a very rude awakening. You can't use the infinite rocket launcher on professional difficulty. And this realization genuinely hit me like a brick. I genuinely have to replay the game, bro. Without the infinite rocket launcher, bro. Oh my god.
Resident Evil 4.
I mean, come on. I spent a good 7 hours replaying the game when I didn't have to. And I can't use the item that I worked so hard on. So I genuinely had to play the game on professional difficulty without any infinite ammo weapons. And there are only 2 in the game. And boy, it was a drag.
They're just watching me! Come on! I just... Oh!
Fucking God. I gotta break something. I have to break something. I have to break something. It's just over.
A drag that lasted me an entire year. I'm not kidding. As of me writing this script and recording this audio, it is December 16th. And the first trophy I got on Resident Evil 4 HD was on August 26th, 19. Yo, nigga, you're tripping, bro. August 26th, 2024. Genuinely, what the fuck? This game has no platinum, by the way. This is this is volunteer work. I didn't have to do this. I absolutely lost my goddamn mind. Am I annoying?
Low-key drowning it out, so it's okay.
We'll drown this out. And one of the, I guess, mini bosses that I skipped was the Verdugo. And killing it gave me this shit. And finally I defeated Sadler. And cleared the game on professional difficult, giving me the Heart of Steel trophy. I want to kill myself. 11 years have passed since the destruction of Raccoon City. It is now 2009 and the threat of BOWs have spread across the world. Chris Redfield from the first Resident Evil now works for the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, or the BSAA for short, and he has been dispatched to a West African village called Kajuju to investigate a smuggled bioweapon set by Ricardo Irving, and we're also here to apprehend him too. Chris is partnered with Sheva Alomar, I probably said that wrong, an agent assigned to BSAA's West African branch. The two arrived to Kajuju unaware the people of Kajuju, called the Majinis, are already affected by the Plagas Type 2. Since this game is co-op, I decided to bring a friend with me. We gear up and investigate, but the civilians quickly turn hostile. The two find a man holding the Plaga parasite and forcing it down another man's throat.
Oh, hell no.
And the mission's climax is where we are basically in the village of RE4 again. In this chapter, I got a cut above, and we have to hold out until we get reinforcements. And the mission ends with the gate being exploded by Kirk Mathan's helicopter. In the second level, Chris and Sheva continue their mission to apprehend Irving, still having to put up with the Majinis. In this chapter, we got a couple pops like fireworks and meat shower. Chris Redfield uploads a USB and ends up finding an old photograph of his partner, Jill Valentine, which last time he saw her, she sacrificed herself to kill Albert Wesker. Hey guys, Future B here. I literally don't know what I was talking about, but basically Irving set up the BSAA agents and they're basically all like kind of dead right now. And so Chris hits up HQ and they still tell him to push, even though that the situation is just as dangerous as the Ganados Las Plagas incident from the Kennedy report. Yeah. In chapter 2, after Kirk's helicopter goes down, we go to his crash site waiting for BSAA reinforcements. Later, Chris finds a more current image of his ex-partner Jill Valentine, hinting towards the fact that she may not be dead. BSAA Delta Team Captain Josh Stone tags along with Chris and Sheva to deal with Irving. The two find Irving within the quarry, but an unidentified woman saves him. We have to fight this bat-like creature called the Pupu Karamu. I'm not kidding, bro. That's that bullshit.
Not even a mother could love that face.
Why did he lock in, bro?
Once we defeat it, we get picked up by our comrade, Dave Johnson. The two drive on the back of Johnson's car. We had to take down Majinis while driving around Kajuju to continue trying to find Irving. And in this mission, we have to fight this giant that is similar to the El Gigante from Resident Evil 4. We finish it and the chapter ends. In chapter 3, we leave Kajuju permanently and take a boat and we grab the stone key item to combine it into a key. We later get through this door and have to fight more enemies and 2 mini bosses. During our altercation, I got the exploding head trophy. The mission ends with the pair making it through the Ndipia village. I probably said that wrong. After entering the Ndipia village, Chris and Sheva find tents with the Tricell logo, which is a company owned by Exela Gianni, and she is working with Albert Wesker. Josh teams up with Chris and Sheva again, and Josh tells us that basically all of his men are dead. It's not funny. In this section, I saved Sheva and got lifeguard, and later on, Josh escorts Chris and Sheva on a boat to take on Irving, which he is on a yacht.
Paris has fallen.
In this level, we take on Irving, and he turns into a boss fight, and the two are forced to take him down with these Gatling guns. And the chapter ends with them taking him down. After the fight with Irving, Josh escorts them again, and we go in a cave, and this shit was so over the top, bro.
Why are they so extra?
In this area, we got Get Physical and a friend in need for helping Sheva 10 times. We have to fight the Poo Poo Karamu again, and after we do, we leave and get a cutscene showing Albert Wesker and Exela Gianni. Exela gives Wesker a serum, and he rejects her, and then she leaves. Yo, Wesker sells so bad in this game, bro. I don't know. I think he's good.
What would your finishing move be to make me tap out?
I'll just fucking strangle you to death.
And Wesker gets flashbacks of the night Jill Valentine supposedly killed him. And on that night before the big fight between Chris and Jill, he encountered Oswald E. Spencer, one of the founding fathers of Umbrella and the owner of the Spencer Mansion. And Wesker killed him. In this level, we're still in the caves and we have to do a puzzle. This is one of the worst levels in the game, and there are pretty bad levels in this game. The most that comes from this level is a slow approaching threat from Wesker. This game sucks. In chapter 5, Chris and Sheva hope to rescue Jill from the containment center. We infiltrate the Tricell facility and we find these liquors that was from Resident Evil 2.
Oh my god! Oh! That actually got me. Wow.
In the second level, we continue to fend off the liquors, grab a new gun and a trophy, Baptism by Fire, and we have to fight another boss again. And yeah, this boss sucks. This boss is really bad because there are supposed to be quick time event prompts that pop up, but they don't, so you can see the issue that occurs. After defeating the boss, here we find out that Jill Valentine's body is not in any of the coffin-like cases, meaning she is still alive, but where on earth could she be? After defeating the boss, the two now have to fight through more Majini minions and liquors to continue their progress. And we later find Albert Wesker and the masked woman that saved Irving earlier. And the woman reveals herself as Jill Valentine, and she's like evil as shit now. Albert gives us 7 minutes to fight him. And he later dips, and we are forced to fight Jill Valentine herself, and we find out that she has a chip on her chest that's controlling her, making her do these things, and Chris and Sheva are forced to remove it, and we end the chapter on her being back to normal. Now in chapter 6-1, we enter this Majini facility where everyone has rocket launchers and shit. It's kind of reminding me of the island section of RE4, which was so trash, so you can imagine how I feel here. So basically in this mission, we find out Wesker is trying to spread the Ouroboros around the entire world and cause like one big genocide. Later on, we get back to Wesker and Spencer, and before he kills Spencer, he tells him that he will become a god through Ouroboros. Okay, so I don't know what I was on in this video. I genuinely must have been like on drugs or something because I keep poorly explaining everything. So basically, Spencer told Wesker that he had every right to be a god, and that was all gone with Raccoon City's demise, and he killed him. I'm tripping. And the chapter ends. The pair walk out to see Exela Gianni, but she isn't feeling too good. Wesker hops on the mic. I don't know why I wrote that like that, bro. Wesker hops on the mic and says how he has infected her with the Ouroboros, and the virus is beginning to reject her, and she becomes a boss fight. I miss my baddie, bro. Oh, and this is one of the worst boss fights in the game, by the way. It's so shitty.
Chris, above you!
Yeah, Sheva, yeah.
Okay,
Alright, let's go.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Shit! Like you.
We finish her off, not like that, even though I wish it was, and we leave the area before it blows. And then Wesker appears and we have to take him down too. And he ends up becoming this mini boss that actually knows how to be a scary boss.
What? Are you serious?
Why do I give you this?
I don't.
All
No.
right, here, pick it up. Or pick it up after you shoot it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, I just found so many rounds, bro. Come here.
I'm coming.
Upstairs. Bro. Stop. Fuck.
What?
There you go.
Why do you... Wait, he's behind me, isn't he?
Oh my Chris. I'll save you. Ooh, stab, stab, yeah. Cut it up, move. Keep it distracted,
I'm coming here. Because I'm coming.
Alright, I hope you're ready to sacrifice yourself. Alright, let's go. Clear.
He's right behind you, dude. Don't be scared, don't be alarmed, but Wesker...
I just saw, he's running to you!
What do you mean? Oh my god.
Hey, face ache! Eat this! Oh.
Hey, I'm...
Bro.
Oh!
Oh my god!
What?
He jumped from the ground.
All the
I
way
broke
up?
the glass, he jumped all the way up there. I was wondering, what's that shadow that I just saw behind me? Found you! This reminds me of any evil superhero OC.
Ever.
Who's just stronger than the last evil superhero OC. My superhero OC is unkillable. Oh, well, my superhero OC can actually kill yours.
Really? Move out the way, man.
Once we restrain him with a serum that like dilutes his powers or whatever, and he dips and gets on an airplane. In this final mission, we meet him on the airplane and we have to take him down with these quick time events, and we later fight him in this volcano area. We have lost the plot. We punch a boulder. Yes, we punch a boulder. I buy a rocket launcher, and then we take down the bastard for good. And we leave with Josh, Joe, Chris, and Sheva. Give him a soldier, recruit, and the chapter end trophy. After getting done with my first playthrough, I decided to go back and speedrun the game to get the infinite rocket launcher, which I was going to use on veteran difficulty, and I grabbed every collectible. During the second playthrough, I got Bad Blood, Masters of Removing, Egg on Your Face, Who Do I Trust, and Badge of Honor. Now to unlock veteran difficulty, which you have to play through professional again, which I'm not gonna do. Instead, I decided to cheat my way into veteran difficulty by joining a random person's game who was already on veteran, which that'll unlock it for me too. And when I joined, I was actually shocked.
Thanks.
What the fuck?
Thanks.
You're welcome. Do you know how to do the egg duplication glitch or nah? What the fuck is that?
Thanks.
Go.
He is the greatest Israeli soldier the world has ever
Thanks.
Yo, you're going on YouTube, bro.
Anyways, now that I have unlocked veteran difficulty, I honestly just didn't have a good time at all. I really didn't.
I'm dead.
Oh, give me, hurry up. Come on, bitch. This motherfucker here.
Sheva,
Hey, stop dancing. Help.
Why is she just... Sheva, go fight her! What are we doing?
Oh, damn, bro!
Stop! Stop! Oh, that's getting pretty close. Okay. That's rap for you, nigga. That's rap for you, nigga. That's rap. I played that difficulty to stack it with the professional difficulty trophy and got war hero and veteran. After this, I just had to clean up most of the trophy list, so I got all dressed up for getting all the costume, cattle prod, ran back and grabbed the treasure that I missed, which gave me they belong in a museum, be the knife, go into the light, stop, drop, and roll, ride the lightning, drive by, heart stopper, egg hunt, crowd patrol, and bullseye. Yeah. Now for one of the grindiest trophies in the game, which is to obtain every weapon, which is like crazy expensive. But remember that golden egg? So basically there is a duplication glitch and you can duplicate it and resell it for a good amount of money. I'm gonna be so honest with you, this glitch is not hard to perform. You literally have one golden egg, give one to Sheva, and then it literally duplicates. I did it on accident. Dude, I just duplicated the egg. And with that, I bought every weapon with ease, and it was honestly the most relaxing part of the game, especially after playing all the bullshit, dog shit missions. And so with that, I got stockpile. I went back into the game, gave a Majini mini, oh my god, a Majini mini boss the works. Lead aspirin, upgraded every weapon, giving me take it to the max, their action figures, and the platinum. Resident Evil 5 platinum. Now, right off the bat, this game has 4 different campaigns that are interconnected with one another. There's one for Leon, Chris, a newcomer named Jake, and Ada. And I decided to start from top to bottom, but I decided to do the tutorial. And first off, I say the word tutorial like that because it doesn't really teach you much. And second of all, this is literally just a mission that's in the game later. But here's the trophy, I guess.
Welcome, Leon. Bet you had a kick-ass first day.
It is June 29th, 2013, and Leon is forced to kill the now infected President of the United States, Adam Benford. And before he became infected, President Benford wanted to reveal the truth about the Raccoon City incident. Leon is forced to put this man down before he attacks his new partner, Helena Harper. She mentions that Leon will learn everything he needs to know at the Tall Oaks Cathedral. Leon reports the president's death to Hunnigan, and Hunnigan tells us how the virus is already spreading through the small town at a rapid rate. The two are at Ivy University, the historical school of Tall Oaks, where the president was supposed to reveal the truth, and the two get out of there ASAP. The pair make it to the underground train tracks in hopes of it being safer to navigate and slowly make their way above ground. And after a while, they run into some survivors at a gas station, and they save them and partner up with the bunch. And while playing, I got the lifesaver trophy. They keep surviving and later on escape the city. Before entering chapter 2, I just messed around and popped 2 miscellaneous trophies, titular achievement, and check out my dogs. And I bought a skill which gave me 1 is better than none. In chapter 2, the escapees crashed the bus into a cemetery, causing the bus to explode, leaving only Leon and Helena alive. They trek their way through the cemetery and get to the cathedral, where they have to stand their ground until they are let in by the people inside. Once they finally get in, the two try to find a way to a secret bunker that leads underground, and they do this by running around and solving puzzles. Once they open it, a gaseous monster comes out and uses his gas to turn survivors into zombies. Huh. Oh. No! Ew! Ah!
Whose kink is this?
Later on, Leon and Helena find a tape recording titled Happy Birthday Ada Wong and pops it into a VCR, and the tape shows a C-virus experiment and a woman coming out of a cocoon, and it's none other than Ada Wong. Leon and Helena keep pushing and fighting, which gave me the zombie massacre trophy. And Helena finally reveals to us what she has been hiding. Leon and Helena find this woman deep in the catacombs, and it turns out to be Helena's sister, Deborah. We escort her until she suddenly falls off and bursts into flames and enters a cocoon-like state and bursts out of this, sort of like how Ada Wong did. But Deborah gets shot with an arrow from Ada Wong's crossbow, speak of the devil, I guess. And the catacombs begin shaking, but we are forced to fight Helena's sister. And it's revealed that Hunnigan's boss, Derek C. Simmons, was the one who caused Deborah's to mutate like she did. In chapter 3, the two escape the catacombs and have to fight a mutated shark on some Neptune type shit, and swim up to the shore to see the military sent by Simmons sterilizing the area to get rid of evidence. Hunnigan secretly calls Leon and tells him and Helena about the C virus and Simmons' secret experiments, and Leon tells Hunnigan to fake their deaths. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't make sense why he said that, because in chapter 4, a day passes and the two board an airplane to China. How? I don't know. Like, they are dead. Whatever. And of course, everything goes left and the pilots get turned into gaseous BOWs, and we have to fight it and steer the airplane. We steer it and Leon notices Ada on a train, and we successfully crash in Langshan, China. They get out and Leon and Helena run into Sherry Birkin, the girl from Resident Evil 2, and her partner Jake Muller. Leon tells Sherry that Simmons is in on the operation, and she tells us that she works for him. The conversation randomly gets halted by this giant man thing, and they have to take it down and defeat it. And they take down the monster, and after the battle, Leon tells Sherry not to trust Simmons. After this, they have to find keys in an area with this weird enemy, and they later see Ada Wong going into an empty looking building. They follow her, and the building turns out to almost be a fun house of tricks, but once they get her cornered, they see Ada being chased by Chris Redfield and his partner Pierce Nivens. Chris and Leon are fighting? Chris is about to shoot Ada, but Leon protects her. Ada throws a flash grenade and dips, and Chris and Leon continue their agendas without bumping heads into one another. Leon finds Sherry, Jake, and Simmons, and Simmons just genuinely unloads on everyone. But nobody gets hit, of course. The four quickly make a plan, and Leon and Helena stay to take down Simmons, and Simmons injects himself with an enhanced strand of the C virus, and we are forced to take him down while on a moving plane. About to piss myself off. Once the duo take him down, they go deeper into the city to see that the people of Langshan are being escorted out by the military. They think it's over until they get a call from Hunnigan telling him that Sherry and Jake are abducted, and they find out the key to stopping the C virus is Jake Muller. Helena notices something up in the sky, and Leon gets patched through to Chris Redfield's aircraft, and Chris tells Leon to get the hell out of there! Because a nuke absolutely filled with the C virus is about to get dropped on Langshan, turning everyone in it into bioorganic zombies. Leon quickly tells Chris to rescue Sherry and Jake. Leon tells Chris that Jake is Wesker's son, and Chris tells Leon that Ada Wong is dead. Okay. In the final chapter, the two fight the new and sadly improved bioorganic zombies when hope begins to feel lost. Ada Wong shows up in a helicopter and helps out. In the tutorial from earlier, it's just happening now, I guess. And so to pick from where that ended, we fight Simmons and he turns into a BOW dinosaur, and we pause his terror with the help of Ada Wong. Leon and Helena have to climb up a burning building, and we have to fight this dude Simmons again, and he has a new form or something, I don't know. Ada helps us out, but he gets knocked out, and Leon hooks her up, and they pause his terror again. And finally, in his final form, he uses the C virus zombies to create a new form of a fly, and this fight was just so freaking hard. And during this boss fight, I got Silent Killer. They defeat Simmons and take a helicopter out of China. Helena and Leon meet up at Deborah's gravesite, and they all live happily ever after. The trouble with women. That's real. Thanks. Chris is alone at a bar being drunk. This guy by the name of Pierce Nivens, almost said Pierce Nivens. This guy by the name of Pierce Nivens, member of the BSAA North American branch's Alpha team. And Chris doesn't remember a single thing post Resident Evil 5, but Pierce won't let him forget, so he recruits him as the team's captain. Chris and the BSAA go to China to deal with BOWs, and during this mission I got down, not out. At the end of the mission, Alpha team and Bravo team were able to complete their rescue.
Wait. I don't have any ammo.
Chris sees one of the human goons and the jigsaw pieces begin to fall into place for Chris as he starts to remember. 6 months before, on December 24th, 2012, Chris led Alpha team in containing BOWs in Adonia, which is like a place in Europe. You'll hear about it later. Chris is also leading a rookie by the name of Finn. During this mission, Chris and Pierce have to hold out against a giant BOW with the help of Jake Mullen and Sherry Birkin.
I got another red fucking herb. I literally can't do anything. I have 4 red herbs, bro. I have 4 red herbs. No green in sight. These are oh, bro, I have nothing. I literally have been stuck on 2 bars of health for like the past entire mission.
After the fight, they run into a prisoner of the resistance, Ada Wong. Ada Wong has been supplying the rebel forces of BOWs via an organization known as Neo Umbrella and discovered the existence of the C virus. Chris tells Pierce to keep an eye on her, but she slips away and deploys a bomb containing the C virus, mutating Chris's entire team, including Finn of course, into cocoons. One of the creatures knocked Chris in the head, causing him to lose his memory and consciousness. Now that Chris has regained his memories, Chris is now making it his mission to bring justice to his now dead team and get revenge against Ada Wong, since she is leading the terrorist group Neo Umbrella. Chris and Pierce run into Sherry and Jake again.
Like, bro, just give it up.
Like, bro, just give.
Relax your throat and make eye contact.
What did you just say? There's no way. Finally, dude. Oh, bottom 5 missions ever. In any Resident Evil ever. Oh yeah, killed them all.
Later on, Chris and Pierce find Ada again, and they chase after her and run into Leon and his partner Helena defending her. Chris is about to shoot Ada, but Leon protects her. Ada throws a flash grenade and dips, and Chris and Leon continue their agendas without bumping heads into one another. Chris proceeds and chases after Ada Wong and follow her to the Neo Umbrella aircraft carrier. The two fight through more BOWs and make it aboard the aircraft carrier occupied by Neo Umbrella. On the vessel's bridge, the pair corner Ada as she is about to launch the zombie missile into Langshan, China, with the intentions of recreating the Raccoon City tragedy. But before she could see the missile launch, Ada gets shot and drops to her death.
Ada.
Oh! Chris and Pierce take an airplane to try and disarm the missile, but they fail, and the missile is launched into Langshan. And I got the Flying Ace trophy for not taking damage. Leon gets patched through to Chris Redfield's aircraft, and Chris tells Leon and Helena to get the hell out of there because a nuke absolutely filled with the C virus is about to get dropped on Langshan, turning everyone in it into bioorganic zombies. Leon quickly tells Chris to rescue Sherry and Jake. Leon tells Chris Jake is Albert Wesker's son, and Chris tells Leon that Ada Wong is dead. There's always hope. Why are we lying? Chris and Pierce have to rescue Jake and Sherry. The pair infiltrate Neo Umbrella's undersea facility, and once they find Jake and Sherry, Chris tells him that his father was Albert Wesker and that he killed him. Jake points a gun at him. Before he could take him out, he realized there are bigger fish to fry. The four take on BOWs in the Neo Umbrella's massive BOW named Chaos Awakens. At last, Ada's true objective ends up happening. And I got the achievement, finish what you start. And the BOW chases Chris and Pierre while Jake and Sherry escape. They have to fight Chaos and they are chased by him again. They get cornered by Chaos and from the looks of it, they aren't gonna win this fight. The monster is like dead ass indestructible. But that is until Pierce takes the virus and puts it in his arm, causing his arm to mutate and absorb lightning, giving him, you know, lightning powers. Because I fucking guess, I don't know. Like, yeah, this boss is just terrible. This boss, you get no ammo, you get nothing. They attempt to escape to the escape pods, but Pierce decides to sacrifice himself to take down Chaos for good by electrocuting the water before it could escape. And after saving the world, Chris decides to remain with the BSAA and continues fighting biohazards all around the world. Jake is a young mercenary, living his life fighting for the rebels of Edonia. The Edonia life started changing drastically when a strange medicine disguised as supplements turned the people of Edonia into monsters, except for Jake, who was left unaffected. This reminds me of the time when the CIA were putting drugs in black neighborhoods. Confused by the chaos of it all, Sherry Birkin comes out of the shadows to help explain the medicine was actually the C virus, the work of Neo Umbrella. She also tells Jake how his immunity will help cure everyone of the virus. The two take on a camp and later run into this big beefy, I don't even know, named Istananak, Neo Umbrella's monstrosity tyrant-like monster. I said monster, you get the point. They barely make it out alive and make their way back above ground and run into Chris Redfield and his partner Pierce Nivens. During this mission, Jake and Sherry have to hold out against a giant BOW with the help of Chris and Pierce. After the fight, Jake and Sherry board a BSAA helicopter, but Istananak attacks once again.
Wait, the guy. I wasn't listening.
And the fight ends with them taking a torn parachute straight to the ground. Jake and Sherry hit the ground, surviving the fall, surprisingly. Sherry shielded Jake from a large piece of metal. Jake removes it and Sherry heals right before our eyes, showing the long-lasting effect of the cure she took back in 1998. After exploring a snow area for keycards, a vacant lodge in the middle of the woods, and Sherry talks to Jake about the unforgettable night of September 30th, 1998. A day I'll never forget.
The cop inside me died that day.
The two are then interrupted by more Javo in this Resident Evil 4 style attack, but they later escape and then go in this cave where Istananak appears to be napping, and he uses bugs to alert him. Who is this businessman? And why are you here? While escaping, there's this part where you have to do a quick time event. My game was genuinely bugged, so I had my friend help me out.
How do you run? Like you do like the dodge. Oh!
Hey.
Ooh!
Yo, you get a lot of...
Ooh!
Oh, this what you meant by dodge? Like rolling on...
Did you see that? Did you see that?
R2. Ooh! Shit. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Oh, I got... Oh! Pull me 2 times. Oh my god! Oh. I thought it was actually
you were,
over.
Like, screaming and I was dead silent. Like I two types of fear responses because I was. Ooh, but wait, I'm going this way. Ooh, where am I going? Okay, roll again. Why are you? There you go. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Put me out. Someone put me out. Hey, I ever tell you about the story of a man named Leon Kennedy? Why are you looking at yourself? Look at me.
Oh shit.
Just looking in the back. I ever tell you about Leon Kennedy? This dude is awesome. He saved my life. Him and this girl named Claire Redfield. Sorry, I get them mixed up.
Oh,
anyway,
Chris, your brother.
Oh, you see that? Like, come on. Like, he does all these cool flips. I'm trying to do my flips. Watch this. I'm gonna do a full backflip.
Go ahead.
Prank in Walmart.
That's the same option.
They got Subway Surfers on this.
Oh my god! I was joking! Hurry! Oh my god! Push this! Hurry! You're so embarrassing. You're so embarrassing.
Yo, Bart Simpson lobotomy. Backflip prank. Wait, backflip prank behind Jake.
After escaping again, we run into Ada Wong and her Neo Umbrella crew, including Yastaniak, and hear how his father is Albert Wesker and how he almost destroyed the world. Ada then kidnaps the two. Jake and Sherry now separated within the same lab of Neo Umbrella inside of China for the next 6 months of their lives. The two finally find the moment to escape and finally reunite, but their reunion is bittersweet. Literally, since Sherry was happy to see Jake, but Jake was just broody and angry at the idea of his father. While playing the game, I didn't even know this took place 6 months ahead, or like I instantly forgot because they're talking about the events as if they happened yesterday and not 6 months ahead in time. Whatever, bro. So he's just mad at the idea of his father, saying he has been cursed by his blood. Sherry gets angry with this since she has a bit of a similar situation at hand, but Jake just waves it off, and the two continue their mission to get out of China. During this mission, I got Java genocide for defeating 500 Java.
Oh, I killed him before he could transform.
While escaping, Jake spots a motorcycle and escapes the facility with Sherry. The two are now on the run deep in Langchang, China. They get caught and surrounded by Neo Umbrella, but the battle's weight is lifted off of their shoulders when Chris and Pierce show up to help attack the helicopter from above. The helicopter gets taken down and they leave without saying a word. Jake and Sherry keep running and they run into a biohazardous chainsaw man and take him down. And after that, the two witness an airplane crash right in front of them. They run to go check it out, and it is Leon Kennedy and his partner Helena Harper. Leon tells Sherry that Simmons is on the operation. She tells Leon that she works for him. The conversation randomly gets halted by Yastaniak, and they take it on and defeat it. The four get split up with their partners respectfully, and Leon tells Sherry not to trust Simmons. Jake and Sherry run into a nest of Java and are overpowered, resulting in them getting captured once more. In the final chapter, Jake and Sherry are captured in an undersea Neo Umbrella facility at the bottom of the ocean. The two escape and run into Chris and Pierce. Chris tells him that his father was Albert Wesker and that he killed him. Jake points a gun at him, but before taking him out, he realized there are bigger fish to fry. The four take on BOWs, and the Neo Umbrella's massive BOW chaos awakens. At last, Ada's true objective ends up happening. As the BOW chases Chris and Pierce, Jake and Sherry split off and of course runs into Yastaniak and are forced into a very fiery fight, resulting in Jake fighting Yastaniak in hand-to-hand combat.
Settle this mano a mano.
Is this nigga dead ass? Is he serious? We just struggled to shoot a fucking gun, and you think we're just gonna scrap? Yeah, okay.
Get the fuck up in 2024!
And he finally dies off in the magma. Jake and Sherry finally defeated the monster and surprisingly lived. After this whole fiasco, Jake hands over a sample of his blood to Sherry and disappears off the face of the earth, causing the creation of the vaccine for the C virus, and the outbreak is now officially over.
Where's Leon when I need him?
I was so high, I did not recognize.
Ada Wong is instructed by her new boss, Derek C. Simmons, to infiltrate a submarine. I guess it's supposed to be parallelism, but she literally doesn't have a reason to be naked. What's going on? In there, she finds orders from Simmons regarding the capture of Jake Muller, an Edonian man who has antibodies of the C virus. But the orders were 6 months old, and Ada has no memory of receiving them. Ada escapes the submarine, which starts becoming filled with water, and for some reason, she just doesn't use her grappling hook here. These are reasonably smart characters, so I hate when games dumb down characters to put them through stupid situations. It's just ridiculous. You tell me she could go from here all the way to there, but she can't go from here to there? It doesn't make sense. And so she receives another message from Simmons telling her that there are more pieces to the puzzling 6-month-old order. And he also reveals Neo Umbrella will launch bioterror attacks first in America and then in China. Oh, baby's first bioweapon war crime or some shit. And of course, she heads to America. Simmons begins the attack in Tall Oaks, USA. As she goes deeper into Simmons' laboratory, she finds Leon and his partner Helena Harper, and they get into a fight with Helena's sister Deborah. After the fight, Helena fields both Leon and Ada on how Simmons blackmailed her into working with him at the expense of keeping her sister safe. Ada leaves and calls Simmons, but he adds another piece to the puzzle by informing her about the family, which is a generations-old shadow organization that continues their wealth by manipulating global tensions. Are they real? I think this is a real family. I think this is real life now. And he tells her to go to another lab. And in there, she finds a tape labeled Happy Birthday Ada Wong. And in the tape, she sees herself being born from a cocoon, confirming her theory of a doppelganger being on the loose and a doppelganger's connections to the so-called family. Since China was next on Simmons' list, Ada heads to Langshang and locks down her imposter's location while she runs into the biohazardous Chainsaw Man and takes him down while on the train. While on the train, she sees an airplane crash and grapples onto a building. From a distance, she sees both Jake Miller and Sherry Birkin, and they are fighting the Chainsaw Man again. And Ada decides to help them out from snipes from above, and later saving Sherry from a near-death experience. While on the rooftop, she also witnesses her doppelganger in a high-speed chase with Chris Redfield and Pierce Nivens, saying how all of this feels like a Raccoon City reunion. She later infiltrates the Neo Umbrella-controlled aircraft carrier with the intentions of tracking down her imposter. Also in this section, we run into Chris and Pierce, but instead of saying, I have a doppelganger on the loose, she decides to sneak around the aircraft carrier. Oh my god, it doesn't make sense. After doing some research, Ada finds the origins of her clone, and it turns out Simmons wanted an obedient soldier like Ada Wong, but after so many failures, the experiment ran on for too long, until Simmons injected the C virus in a sample of Ada's DNA into Carla Radams, the chief scientist and romantic interest to Simmons, that had been groomed and love bombed since the age of 15, and came out of the cocoon becoming Simmons' own little Ada Wong. Also, it doesn't help that he looks like Jared Leto, and I think this is something Jared Leto would do. But the buried consciousness of Carla slowly started to wake her up, and she began plotting her revenge on her own creator. Ada sees her evil twin getting gunned down by the family and witnesses her fall to her death. She later goes down and walks up to her to see that Carla isn't dead and attempts to kill Ada Wong to become the true one and only Ada Wong and replace her. This is so weird. Ada is forced into fighting her, where Carla takes on the form of this white moldy sludge, and Ada takes her down using nitrogen gas tanks. Yeah, this is the most lackluster boss. It's like a mini boss even. I wouldn't even call it a boss. After the fight, Ada decides to take a helicopter to Langshang in hopes of tying up loose ends. Ada flies to the city and immediately helps out Leon and Helena fight off zombies, and she even later helps fight Simmons' second form via helicopter as well. After that, she decides to help civilians and lands the helicopter for Leon and Helena to escape on.
What? Are you kidding me? Yo, get rid of that shit right now. That has been with me since the beginning of her freaking playthrough. Oh. God damn it. Oh, damn it. Ah! Survival horror, everyone, if you could call it. They died? Oh man, we did tragedy after tragedy. I can't catch a break. They died?
And she later helps Leon and Helena fight Simmons and takes him down for good. She gives one last glance at Leon before shooting him a message, and the two go their separate ways once again. Ada makes a final stop at the Quad Tower and destroys Carla and Simmons' work without any care in the world, and leaves the place after getting a phone call knowing what her next mission is going to be. I got the chapter-specific trophy and all of the difficulty-related trophies. After completing every single campaign, I decided to finish a good portion of the list by doing character-specific trophies and quick missable trophies like Stuntman for Helena. I got Rise Up for earning a level 4 title, Hard Choice for Jake, High Voltage for Sherry.
Oh my god.
The world is literally in our hands, by the way.
You gotta save. Fuck. Okay. Okay.
I just want to get my kills, bruh. I'm so over this game, bro. Bro. Actually, you can't make this up. Oh my god. Dude, there's literally nothing going on right here. Open the door.
This is like Fortnite. Yo, ooh. This is Fortnite.
Are you mental?
Bring the heat for peers, give a little push, bob and weave. I prefer them alive for saving these girls or whatever. I'll give them their own game and sneaking around for Ada. Now I had to do some of the grindier trophies like Weapon Master, where I had to get a kill with every gun, which is kind of easy since you can see how many you need in your record, even though they can be incorrect, which was the case specifically for this next trophy. BOWs are ugly, which you must defeat 100 enemies that come out of the cocoons. And in the records it said I only killed about 5, even though I defeated many throughout the story mode. And so I just kept going and kept farming until I got the trophy. I had to max out all of the skills, which was very, very tedious, because you have to accumulate close to 1 million skill points to max out the specific ones. And I did this while almost falling asleep in my chair because I kept farming the same Ada mission that I was using for the BOWs are ugly trophy. And so I got a lot of skill points from it, so I kept farming, and and the last grindy trophy that I had to collect was the serpent emblems, which would also give me the action figures trophy.
Oh, let's see. It's gonna be Deborah, but I swear to God, she's gonna be really sexualized, I feel like. What the fuck? I was singing it so well, I thought that was part of the song.
Lastly, I had to earn 150 different medals, and luckily there are bonus modes where you can get these medals as well. So me and my friend grinded the mercenaries game mode, and honestly it was quite fun.
What? What? I can't. What is it with this game and blowing me up? Josh, I don't want to alarm you, but fat. Los spoils on your way.
Yo, kill that nigga. I mean the dog.
Oh shit. Oh, Sparky! Sparky! No, boy!
That guy. Dude, get the fuck out of here. They all jumped at me at the same time.
There's also an explosive barrel right here.
Right there? Or was that the same one? Or did I just find one? Or...
Bomb time.
Did you put it down? Hurry. Run. Let's go.
And that's what gave me the platinum Resident Evil 6 platinum trophy. This game starts off with our protagonist, Ethan Winters, a regular man whose wife went missing 3 years earlier.
All I can say is that if you get this, stay away.
She wants me to come and get her.
It is now June of 2017, and Ethan drives to a plantation in Dolby, Louisiana, and explores a vacant-looking house in hopes of finding his wife.
I'm scared. Oh, got the trophy. Got my first trophy. There's no going back now.
While doing some digging, I close the door, giving me behind closed doors, and we find a tape of a camera crew that went missing. In this tape, the cameraman, Clancy, witnesses the death of his crew and seemingly gets captured. Ethan explores some more and finds his wife locked up in a basement.
These are the stairs. I went the wrong way.
That's where the knocking was coming from, right?
I guess. What the? Hey, Bim. Oh my God. Mia.
Dottie.
Oh my God.
My fault.
My bad.
They try to make their way out, but then Mia gets possessed.
The fuck are you, Mia?
Yeah,
Ow.
yeah, that's gotta burn, bro.
How did, like, can you take the knife?
Yeah, where's the knife? Oh my god! Oh!
And Ethan is forced to kill her. He hears a phone ring and gets a call from a girl named Zoe, and she offers to help Ethan out.
Freaking blind.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh! Oh my god!
Ethan goes downstairs and his wife attacks him again, but with a chainsaw, cutting off his left hand.
Wait, there's a ladder. Oh wait, you probably need 2 hands to climb with that.
What the?
Okay, no,
What did I grab?
Okay, that's a little bit extra.
Whoa!
Ethan has to fight her one last time, and once he does, he kills her again. But then he gets captured and punched in the face by Jack Baker, knocking him out cold.
Who are you? Oh my god.
Got cursed.
Ethan is then dragged to the Baker family's house and gets his hand reattached and wakes up at the Baker family's dinner table, where Jack and his wife Margaret and their son Lucas and this old grandma are all having supper.
It's good. Dumb some bitch wasn't no good if it hit him.
What the fuck? No!
His boy's got to eat. He got to have his supper. This was supposed to be a very special feast. God damn it. I'll bet it's that cop again.
I pulled out my ding-a-ling and start PPing.
But yeah, that's the guard, so you can like take less damage on hit. I think you have to go that way, man.
bro, I'm
2
so
months
close.
away from
I'm so
from
close, bro.
exiting the game.
Oh my god.
How did you do that?
During this mess, I got arms in the air for defending myself and examined a key item giving me aha. Ethan escapes and meets an officer who gives him
A fucking pocket knife?
and tells him to meet at the garage. Once they do, Jack sneaks up behind him and
Oh! You looked away for 1 second!
And Ethan is then forced to fight Jack Baker and kills him, or so he thought.
Oh my.
Jack takes the gun and shoots himself in the head. And Ethan goes deeper into the house and later opens the door to a regenerated Jack Baker. Later on, I destroy one of the bobbleheads, giving me he's here, there, everywhere. And I got Master of Unlocking for unlocking a locked item. Who would have guessed?
What's the matter, son? You out of ammo?
What the fuck?
Ethan later finds a tape of Mia, and Mia is forced to hide from Margaret.
What the heck? Oh my god.
And gets captured by her. While searching around the house, I got nice try and open your eyes. Ethan fights Jack with a chainsaw and Jack's body explodes, killing him.
Oh. You need his weapon.
See, this is bullshit, bro.
After the fight, I got more trophies like Things Got Personal and You Ain't Getting Away for escaping the Baker's house. Ethan picks up a phone again to Mia and she tells him that she is the Baker's daughter, but she is normal and she can make a cure from 2 test subject hearts to cure her and Mia from the infection that the entire family is suffering from.
Started it today. Oh my god! Oh my god!
In this section, I got In the Bag and Less is More.
To be honest, it's scary for anybody. Oh my god! Oh, is this the upstairs? Oh, yeah, this upstairs. But that's a raven door. Oh my god.
And Ethan faces Margaret and kills her, or so he thought. And she comes back and she is now mutated into this spider-like thing with long arms. Don't ask me, bro. I don't know.
At least they're able to hide their kinks more, I guess. During this fight, I found the secret room giving me the grave will out the truth. And of course, he has to put her out of her misery again. After that, Ethan has hallucinations in this very tense area of a little girl. Oh, hell no. Hey, man.
Oh my god!
Lucas captures both Mia and Zoe and forces Ethan into the same escape room that Clancy from earlier died in. Instead of making the same mistake as he did, Ethan survives the escape room and frees both Mia and Zoe. Zoe gives Ethan the cure, but Ethan is interrupted by the final full mutation of Jack Baker, and we have to fight him again. But this time, we permanently put an end to his rampage by using one of the cures on him. Ethan then has to choose to cure either Mia or Zoe, and I ain't no simp, so of course I chose Mia. The hell? Why would anybody choose Zoe on the first playthrough? Let's be honest. Why would anyone pick Zoe? We aren't here for her, remember? God. They find the ship that brought Mia back in 2014, and the two are attacked and Ethan gets captured. Mia ends up back on the ship, recovering her lost memories. 3 years earlier in 2014, Mia was on a mission that turned this young girl named Evelyn into a bioweapon, and Mia was her mommy.
We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Do you want to die?
Oh my god! And the little girl was obsessed with the concept of family since, well, she didn't have one. After getting her memories back, Mia has to save Ethan on the ship since Evelyn submerged him with the mold.
Okay, bottom level.
Okay.
Heard that bleeding quaking from the front.
Ah! Oh my god! Bro! The mold is making him have visions where he meets Jack Baker, you know, the real Jack Baker. And Jack tells Ethan that they are sorry and that they aren't evil. And they were under the mold created by Evelyn, which caused them to become crazy. Excluding Lucas, he was crazy from the fucking start. But whatever. Ethan is freed and Mia gives him Evelyn's genetic material and tells him to kill her. Ethan later finds out that Evelyn is an E-series bioweapon that can affect people with mold, giving her the power to control others' minds. Ethan creates the toxin that Mia suggested and Evelyn fights back. Are you serious? Oh wow. Oh my god. Ethan powers through and gives her the toxin, revealing that Evelyn was the granny from the start of the game, and it turns out that she was aging at a rapid rate after she escaped the ship. Evelyn transforms into a monster, kind of looking like how Clara Ramadan, whatever her name was. I know that's not her last name, but honestly, who gives a damn? And with the help of the military, Ethan is able to kill her for good. Meets with the captain of the BSAA Alpha team.
Bro, it took you long enough.
I know, right? Who is this? Who is this?
You gonna see?
Redfield.
Chris?
Chris Redfield.
That doesn't even look like Chris.
Chris takes both Ethan and Mia into safety and airlifts them into an Umbrella Corporation helicopter, and they continue with their lives.
I guess.
I got playing it safe for playing the game on easy, which I'm not ashamed of since the hard part was not getting scared, and end of the night for getting the first ending. After that, I played the game again on normal difficulty and decided to go for every missable trophy that I could and all of the collectible trophies. And while doing that, I began taking notes on how I'm going to beat this game on its hardest difficulty. It turns out there was no point in planning at all. More on that later, I guess. But with that, I got Doug If You Love Life, / Fly Swatter, Out Before Dessert, Be Kind, Please Rewind. That's a spicy meatball. Are you kidding me, bro? I am sick. Bro, nigga, why are there remote mines in the goddamn... Mr. Nowhere, The Devil is in the Details, which reveals the Baker's house was built by George Trevor, you know, the father of Lisa Trevor and the architect who built the Spencer Mansion. And the nightmare is finally over for completing the game on normal, along with getting the second ending trophy, just the memory now. And the only difference between these two is that you choose Zoe instead of Mia, which is a really cunt-ass move, honestly.
Thank you.
chose me.
Me neither. Zoe immediately dies, and after Mia frees Ethan from the mold, she succumbs to the mold. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I have to wait. I have to fight Mia. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh my god! Oh no! Bro. So it's literally a lose-lose situation. I don't understand why anybody chose that. Remember, there are people who actually chose that choice on their first playthrough. That's ridiculous. That's literally like picking Maria instead of Mary in Silent Hill 2. Like, come on, lock in, bro.
Allah, destroy him!
I speedran the game on easy to get a bit more practice and a bit more trophies like walk it off. For not using first aid meds more than 3 times, resource manager for beating the game without opening the item box more than 3 times, and just get me out of here for completing the game within 4 hours. I missed a couple things, so I reloaded a save and got first place at the science fair and pelicans in your pocket. Lastly, I finally played the game on Madhouse difficulty, which was genuinely hell of a hurt. And honestly, I recommend it.
Badass. Oh my god, he's fast as hell. You just gotta get the med shots, I guess.
I also gotta get the scorpion key, and it's really like. God. Okay, I shot his pelvis.
Come on. You shot him where all the fat is. Ah! Forget it.
Oh my god! Ah! No! Dumbass. Is he still talking? I think it was still talking while he was playing. Where did he go? Oh. That's where he went. I was so confused. Let me get. Oh, okay. Duck. Okay. Woo! No. I'm sorry. Damn. What the hell, Unc? I was joking. Hey, I was joking. Ow! Owie!
What'd you call me? Boy?
You can't come in here. Haha. He's gonna despawn. Fuck! You're joking with me.
Really creative insults.
You hear that? I switched guns at the wrong second, bro. It's hard as hell, though. You can reload your guns.
So we're gonna get to Liver again. 2 shotgun shells right in her, right in her,
Did you find her? Yes, but she ran off. She's making more friends, Alan. Those things are everywhere.
I told you so.
While playing, I got mad pelicans, which spawns different pelican coins around the game, so prepping to remember where each one was actually useless. And I finally beat the game on Madhouse difficulty, giving me Who's Your Daddy Now and the platinum Biosplatter. Resident Evil Village begins with Ethan Winters recapping the events of his first game.
It's Ethan. Ethan Winters. It's been 3 years since everything happened at the Baker house. I found Mia being held captive in a dark basement. She attacked me like some kind of wild animal. Later on, I found out that she was infected by a special kind of mold. The source of the infection was a bioweapon that looked like a little girl. Her name was Evelyn. I fought the fucked up family and was able to treat Mia's symptoms with a serum.
fuck so.
Is that enough? I really don't want to talk about what happened anymore. It's all over now.
3 years pass, and it is now February 9th, 2021, and Ethan Winters and his wife Mia Winters now have a 6-month-old kid together named Rosemary. The two are now relocated to a house in Europe by Chris Redfield. Mia is reading a bedtime story to Rose called The Village of Shadows, a story about a young girl lost in the forest, encountering monsters, and falling under a witch's curse. Ethan says the book is too scary for their daughter, and he puts her to bed. Ethan and Mia share their dinner and talk about the Dovey, Louisiana incident, but get randomly cut off, and out of nowhere, their crib gets lit the fuck up.
Oh! What the fuck?
Who was that?
Chris? What the hell?
Sorry, Ethan. Sorry.
No!
Oh!
She's dead!
Chris and his Hound Wolf squad suddenly raid the house and kill Mia right in front of Ethan before abducting Rose and knocking Ethan out cold. Why? I don't know. Ethan wakes up next to the crashed transport truck, which both Mia's body and Rose is missing. Ethan does some digging and crawling, I guess, and reaches a nearby village in search of Rose. Ethan has his first encounter with the wolf-like mutated humans called lichens, and the lichen bites off his pinky and ring finger of his left hand. We put the beast down, and while investigating, I found a green herb and crafted it into first aid med, giving me crafter. Later on, we are forced into this area with literal waves of lichen and this giant ass dude. What the fuck is that? Until we get shot by an arrow and barely survive. Not liking this, but after we run into a witch, and not gonna lie, I low-key forgot about her since she practically speaks in metaphors. Anyways, Ethan has to find key items to unlock a door, and we later find a collectible and this woman and her sick father. Before helping them though, I had to fight more lichens and got push comes to serve. What the fuck? Push comes to shove. Oh my god, bro. Ethan then unlocks the door and knocks on a home of a bunch of surviving villagers. They let Ethan in and they sit around a candlelit table and say their prayer. Until the woman's father becomes sicker and begins to transform into a lichen. Killing almost everyone at the table besides, you know, his baddie daughter and me, of course. And he also causes one big house fire. Ethan and the woman attempt to escape, but she doesn't make it.
Elena, don't give up. Reach for me.
I hate when baddies die. Like I say this every fucking time. Ethan grabs his final key item and leaves the first section of the village. He enters a castle and gets captured by Heisenberg. And this guy has the power of magnetism. And Ethan is brought before the village's leader and priest, Mother Miranda, and her 4 servant lords, Alcina Dimitrescu, Donna Beneviento, Salvatore Marot, and of course, Carl Heisenberg. During this part, I took pictures of Lady Demetrius. I think we know why, but I got the photographer trophy for that. Also, they all treat Ethan's suffering as entertainment and allows him to attempt at escaping Heisenberg's death traps. Ethan finally escapes and goes towards Castle Demetrius to look for his daughter. And while he does, he runs into the mysterious local merchant known as the Duke. Ethan enters the castle, but he is then captured by Lady Demetrius' adopted daughters, Bella, Cassandra, and Danella. Is this what love is?
Yes, mother.
Shut the fuck up. Oh!
Why'd you pause?
While exploring, Ethan must kill each of them, and it turns out they are fly-like organisms and are very vulnerable to cold temperatures. And they're also fucking hot.
Cannot harm.
Uh-oh.
I hate how attractive these vampiric women are. It's like, it's actually ridiculous. It makes me feel so bad when I have to put them down, bro. It's just ridiculous, bro. Oh shit, where was I? After killing each of them, Ethan obtains these different masks while also dodging the wrath of Lady D. Oh! His right hand does come off, dude. Which she's like a stalker enemy in this game.
Stupid man!
Move! Ah! Hey, oh! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Move! Oh my god, you're massive! Move! Move!
And in my opinion, she's the worst out of every single Resident Evil stalker enemy. She's definitely the worst. She's not that good of a stalker. She just does a lot of damage.
Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. Shut up, my nigga. Shut
Where was I? During this section, I got Gunsmith, Petty Thief, and Patreon. Once he puts their masks back in the respective statues, Ethan has to fight Lady Dimitrescu's final form, which is a massive vampiric flying gabagool. Ethan fights and defeats Lady D, giving me sucked, and continues on his quest and finds a flask and a makeshift key. During the little intermission, I saw some fish and killed it, giving me Hunter. Still my least favorite Resident Evil monster, not gonna lie, I fucking hate the Hunters. He sees the Duke again and they talk, and the Duke reveals that the flask contains Rose's head, the baby's fucking head. And he further elaborates on it by explaining that Miranda divided and placed Rose's body parts into 4 different flasks for a special ritual, giving one body part to each of the 4 lords. And Ethan can restore his daughter once he recovers the other flasks held by the remaining lords. And if he doesn't, well... With that being said, Ethan's mission has never been so clearer. So he goes back into the village to reconstruct the makeshift key into a different key that fits into different locks. And one lock each leads to a different doorway to a different lord. So he constructs it and he heads to the Benvento's residence. He goes to the Benvento's residence and it's basically like a haunted house, and he runs into the doll of Benvento, Angie, and she takes all of his belongings and he is forced into this tense area, only able to solve puzzles. Oh, and there is a giant fucking crawling baby fetus thing. Oh,
it's coming. Did you press the... Elevator!
I'm in. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? He barely escapes and takes an elevator up and runs into multiple dolls attacking him. He singles Angie out and stabs her with a pair of scissors, killing Benvento in the process, and takes the flask that contains Rose's legs. After this, he constructs another key, opening the doors to Slimy. What? Too slimy? Oh my god, too slimy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking hate that guy, low key. After this, he constructs another key, opening the doors to Slimy, Grotesque, Moreau, and his section is just a boss fight that's set out of a reservoir by the village.
Genuinely, bro, hop off, bro. Did he just chuckle? I'm looking to be fish food. I swear to God.
Before getting to the reservoir though, Ethan runs into Chris and his wolf squad. He tells Ethan everything. He tells him why he killed his wife. I'm just kidding. He doesn't tell him anything at all, actually. And they all get interrupted by Moreau. And Moreau can create these slimy biochemical walls and transform into a fish. And someone's fucking kink. Look, I like Resident Evil. Obviously, I like Resident Evil. But when they do this, bro, it is the most egregious thing ever, bro. They always do this. And you know, like, kinks are usually well hidden, bro. So Ethan has to fight Moreau, and like I said, this is a very like poorly disguised kink. I mean, he gets fat, inflates, throws up, and says, "Mommy, damn you."
Fat ass. Oh.
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, that shit is so whack. Get the fuck out of here, bro. After the fight, he contains the flask that contains Rose's arms and forms another key.
But if Mother does, then what will happen to me? I'm not her real child. Oh, she abandoned me. No. I don't want that. No. No, 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 no. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
Before we get into the fourth and final area, Ethan has to take care of more like it, giving us the strategist trophy. And Ethan gets tested by the last Lord Heisenberg and has to fight the very first boss that he encountered in the village. He defeats it by the skin of his teeth and continues to find the flask containing Rose's torso and takes it from Heisenberg and brings all 4 flasks to the altar. It takes the altar and his invitation to Heisenberg's scrapyard, where he is currently building a biomechanical army in his factory that is right outside of the village. Okay, so let me get this straight. Ethan and Mia were moved to Europe by Chris, and this dude didn't know there was a robot scrapyard next to a village and expected the couple to be safe and sound. Bro, Chris. When Ethan gets there, Heisenberg proposes an alliance to defeat Mother Miranda together, but at the cost of using Rose as a weapon. I think this little area of the game should let the player make a decision, like how you could make a decision between Mia and Zoe in the last game. And also because the mechanic is long forgotten in this game, but it's alright. Ethan says no and gets thrown down a hole, leading him deep into the hellscapes that is the factory, and is forced to escape, of course. Ethan encounters biomechanical zombie-like creatures and robots with drills for hands. Oh, and he has a fight with this man who is a giant fan from the torso up. As Ethan thinks he escaped, he is sent back down to the deep depths of the factory. But that doesn't stop him, as he crosses through a vent and runs into Chris Redfield. And Chris finally for real this time, explains what the hell is going on. Chris tells Ethan that Mia was actually Mother Miranda in disguise. Mother Miranda has the power of mimicry and was attempting to abduct Rose on the 9th, but he stepped in and stunned her. But the inevitable still happened, since she was taken even after her quote-unquote death. Christopher Redfield. We could have had this fucking talk back at the Airbnb, if not, then at the fucking water, you fucking dumbass. Look at this guy. I've seen most, if not all of his struggles, but goddamn, I low-key hate him, bro. Anyways, we ride this fucking... I don't even know, bro. I don't even know what this is for real. And we fight Heisenberg with it. Yes, this is Resident Evil, bro. And yes, we fight him and we kill him, giving me Iron Giant down. Miranda confronts Ethan, confirming her plans to take Rosemary as her own.
Whoa. Is that Lana Del Rey? Oh, right.
Remember Evelyn and her power over the world. Rose is her successor. I must have her.
Fuck you, you crazy bitch!
Why did Rose come to be? Was it because
and
you are
that was Miranda.
Coward! Come on and face me!
Oh!
Don't. Your death will come quick. You will join the Megamycetes records.
Oh. What the... Is that my heart?
I will make sure to sample your blood for later.
Ethan dies?
I've waited so
long. What? Ethan just died. Dude, Ethan just died, bro. I don't know how to feel about this.
A Hound Wolf member reports Ethan's death to Chris, and he leads the squad up to extract Rosemary, while the BSAA distracts Mother Miranda. Chris holds off against Lycans in this Call of Duty ass mission and has to fight a mini-boss and locates the Megamycetes. Also, even his crewmates told him that he should have told Ethan what was going on, and well, he just low-key just brushes it off. Bro, you are a fucking burger. You have been demoted to a fucking burger, bro. But anyways, you guys, you might actually want to sit down for this one. This is where it gets interesting. Chris locates the Megamyces, which is the original source of the mold, the fungal superorganism made into the bioweapon responsible for the village in Dolby, Louisiana in 2017. Chris puts a bomb on the Megamyces and finds Miranda's lab, learning that she has been alive for over a century since coming into contact with the mold all the way back in 1919. Miranda continued experimenting with the mold and implanting it within the village to test their compatibility with it, leading to the creation of the Lycans and the Four Lords, and of course by extension Lady D's adopted daughters. But Miranda's main goal for all of this was to reincarnate her daughter Eva, who died of the Spanish flu back in 1919. Later on, Miranda meets this man by the name of Oswald E. Spencer in the early 1950s after rescuing him on Europe's mountains since he was lost on a hiking trip. About 18 years passed and scientist James Marcus, a co-founder of Umbrella, theorized about the West African flower located in Namibia. And Spencer, using the knowledge he gained from Miranda, he created Umbrella Corporation in 1968 with the help of Edward Ashford and James Marcus, with the intentions of secretly creating bioweapons, which eventually led to the development of the T-virus about 20 years later in January of 1978. In the early 2000s, Mother Miranda was approached by Umbrella how many years later, and they decided to use her mold to create a new experiment, which was the E-Series experiment, which led to the girl Evelyn getting her mold powers in 2017. Although the Four Lords were mostly failures in Miranda's eyes, it would take Miranda 71 years to find the perfect host to reincarnate her daughter, and that was, of course, Rosemary, due to her special abilities that spawned from both Ethan and Mia, since they were both exposed to the mold back in 17 before conceiving her. But with that being said, all of that has led up to here. Chris finds the real Mia imprisoned in Mother Miranda's lab and learns that Ethan is still alive due to his regenerative ability. Ethan wakes up in a dream where he hallucinates Evelyn, and Evelyn tells him that during his first encounter with Jack Baker in Louisiana, he was actually killed but revived by her mold. So when Jack Baker curb stomped him, he actually died and only came back because of Evelyn. Crazy, right?
You shouldn't even be able to walk around.
Quit messing with my head.
You shouldn't be walking.
Yeah, I'm getting. And also, the mold, of course, gave him his regenerative powers. This is why he could reattach limbs, and the truth was in her face the moment Ethan woke up at the Baker family's dinner table.
Dumb son of a bitch wasn't no good if it hit him.
Anyways, Ethan wakes up in the back of Duke's little cart thing, I don't know, and brings him to the ritual site where Miranda attempts to bring back her daughter, Eva, but only brings back Rose. And of course, Mother Miranda mad as hell. And Ethan and Mother Miranda fight to the death. And Ethan comes on top and kills her before the Megamyces emerges from the ground below them. And once the Megamyces comes up above ground, Chris blows it up. But with the Megamyces gone, Ethan is gone too. Chris gives Mia Rosemary and she is distraught. While in the helicopter, Chris finds out the BSAA soldiers that were sent to the village were actually humanoid bioweapons.
Nigga, is that Darth Vader?
He tells the squad to head for the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance European headquarters. 16 years have passed and it is now 2037, and Rose is now a teenager and visits Ethan's grave before getting called away for an unknown mission. As the driver leaves the gravesite, an unknown man is seen approaching their car, but let's not get ahead of ourselves since the father's story is now done. And I got great dad and best dad ever. Rest in peace, Ethan Winters, bro. After finishing the game, I of course started going for other trophies, but to be honest, I wasn't using the guide for most of the trophies, which was a major mistake that I would regret later on. But for now, I got Dog Collector, So I replayed the game and I got gold for moving the ball through the door, shooting 5 flying throws. I solved the labyrinth puzzle. Trick shot, hooligan for breaking every window in the castle, medium rare for setting this guy on fire, opened the door to every house in the village, got every goat collectible, read every file in the story, and I finally finished the game without using 4 or less recovery items. So after replaying the game again, I took a very long break from this game. That break being about a year long, because honestly this game doesn't have the most replay value in my opinion. It's not like RE2 or maybe 4, but I came back ready to get more trophies, but I was very rusty. So I speed ran the game on the easiest difficulty while trying to get the knife only trophy. Oh yeah, I have to beat the game only using a knife, like Resident Evil. So I got quit hanging around and dashing dad and no knife trophy. Since I guess I shot one of the robots, or since I used my gun against the boss during the Chris section. I don't know.
What is that? Oh my god! What is that? Oh my god! Who is this? Oh! I need a second.
1. Alright, resume.
I'm gonna hurt you. Damn. But I replayed the game again and combined a treasure into its complete form. Got fast reflexes, mathematician, and I finally got the knives out trophy. I have a joke. And I keep trying to tell Thor. I keep trying to tell Thor. Can I just tell you the joke, please?
Fine.
Alright, who has 8 fingers and holds a knife?
I don't know.
I didn't even get to finish it, bro. Alright,
That's not it? That's not it?
Oh, man,
no. I'm about to die.
Who has 8 fingers and holds a knife? Fuck you. That's it. That's it. That was all it was. I was gonna just say it. Fuck you. That's it. That's literally the rest of the joke.
And then what?
That's it. I just said it. I just finished it.
What happens after that?
Dude, I literally just said it.
And then what? What's after that?
Good night, bro. Leave me alone, bro. I literally didn't.
I don't know what to say. Yo, I'm gonna sue you for attempted murder, bro. I can't.
Are you serious? Yeah.
I think like. Yo. Bro. Stop.
After this, I decided to take on the hardest difficulty in the game, Village of Shadows, and I decided this was the time to prepare. So later on, I used my CP. Whatever, bro. I used my credit points to buy every weapon, some with infinite ammo, some just regular. And I bought and equipped every gun part, giving me veteran gunsmith. And then I killed the leader of the pack, and it was actually scary.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh my god! Go inside, go inside, go inside. I see him. Run faster, bro. Run faster. Oh my god, oh my god. What the fuck is that? Oh my god! 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 This is a Leon boss, bro. This is not an Ethan Winters thing. Leon, where are you when I killed him? That was so... Leon. And I beat the game on its hardest difficulty, and dude, this was actually hard as fuck, bro.
What is that?
It's the Moose Man.
Run! 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 Oh. Damn, what did he just do?
Hey, Just canceled my fucking head.
Wait.
Fitting.
Loving memory.
I don't
Throw a
know.
grenade.
I guess.
Trust me.
Oh my god. Did I do anything?
Well, that's the arm that he punched the boulder with, so it's a bit sore.
I might actually start fucking crying.
He's shooting the gates! He's shooting the fucking gates! This game is unplayable!
The roof, I believe.
Who cares? Who cares? Damn!
It's the beetle.
Don't stop moving. Don't stop moving. No.
Chris, I swear to look, I am.
The Heisenberg fight on this difficulty is so terrible. It's not good at all. I already don't like the Heisenberg fight for what it is, really, because it's just Transformers. But holy shit, this was so rough. And of course the final boss, but that's the final boss, so whatever. Anyways, I got the rest of the difficulty related trophies, that being World's Best Dad and Universe's Best Dad. I played the game again for the last time, and I got Timber for defeating the giant in the beginning of the game, Artisan for crafting every recipe, created every item, had 777 Lee in my possession, Art Collector, and finished the game without spending more than 10,000 Lei. The last trophy I had to get was Legendary Cowboy, which you have to get S rank on all stages in the Mercenaries mode. During this time, I shockingly got the Combo King trophy, and I say that because, well, I was struggling very hard on this mode, so I bought the DLC. Worst mistake of my life. So basically, I bought the DLC to get the S rank using Chris's guns, and it worked. It basically worked, and I got S rank on all of the default stages. But the game came out with the same shit on the Village of Shadows difficulty. The difficulty I was struggling with the hardest earlier. I even tried to downgrade the game so I can get the default Mercenaries mode without the add-ons, but it got rid of the mode altogether. Like, bruh. But I kept going and got the DLC trophies, Village of Blood and River of Blood. And I later came up with a strat where I just had to sell all my guns for Lei and then upgrade Chris's AR or pistol. I low-key don't remember which one I chose first, but yeah, I would do it with either one and chain my combos and keep note of the score's S rank requirement, which would be like a score of 80,000 or something. But yeah, I shockingly got the trophy, Legendary Cowboy, and of course the Platinum, Ethan Winters. Rest in peace, bro. Grace Ashcroft is an FBI agent who is writing about these random dead bodies. After the events of Raccoon City in 1998, the city was closed off and this quarantine has been extended to 2040. Grace is called back to her boss's office to look deeper into the case regarding the dead bodies. One of the dead bodies she has to investigate is in the Wrenwood Hotel, the same place that her mom, Alyssa Ashcroft, was murdered in 8 years ago. And the bodies all exhibit the same look, and on top of that, there are all survivors of the Raccoon City incident back in 1998. Although these people didn't become zombies, their bodies were still infected with the T-virus, but their bodies became immune to it. But 30 years later, the virus reactivated, causing every victim to die because there is no cure for it. Grace heads to the Wrenwood Hotel to take on the past and face her trauma, while investigating, of course. Grace talks to this cop and goes inside of the hotel and later finds pictures of her and her mom on a bed. Grace gets flashbacks of her mom, and we are put in like basically the first horror section of the game.
Grace, please know that you are my hope. Never forget that. Find a way out of here.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
I
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Found you.
So now we're back in the present, and Grace goes downstairs and grabs whatever her mom hid behind the painting. And she runs into an infected officer, and he begins to transform. She goes upstairs and meets the main antagonist, Dr. Victor Gideon, and saying that she is the chosen one, and kidnaps her. Leon S. Kennedy is sent to investigate the dead bodies, but then he sees Victor Gideon carrying Grace on his shoulder. But he simply just shoots vials of the T-virus into every civilian around him. Alright, so... Oh my god, I missed! Oh my god! Leon tries to catch up while dealing with the zombies, but we were too held back. But our mission coordinator tells us that Gideon recently purchased this building called the Road Hill Chronic Care Center. So, of course, we go up there, breaks out of her chair, and begins to investigate the area around her. And I saved my game, giving me the old-fashioned way. She finds a lighter and begins searching a dark area. Sprinklers, so it's gonna dispose of the light or something. Wow.
He's dead.
Oh! On God? Will, put that on God. Or else I just won't believe you.
Infected.
Put that on God 2 times. What is that? Oh my god. What? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Oh my god. Run faster. Can she fit in here? I don't know. Can she fit in here? I'm cooked. She grabs a screwdriver and gets the fuse out of the locked glass container and tries to escape, but fails. Leon gets there and finds out that Dr. Gideon was a former Umbrella employee who also worked on the T-virus and was sent to testify with Umbrella in the Raccoon City trials, which led to their bankruptcy in 2003. But the twist here is that he evaded going to court. I didn't know Gideon was relatable. Gideon is also the director of all of these secret research and experimental therapies, and the care center was once owned by the Spencer Foundation. Zombies infiltrate the area Leon is in, and Leon is forced to put an end to them with a fucking chainsaw. Oh my god, this is epic. What do I can't even handle that. Okay, yeah, wait, I can do this? Awesome. Awesome! Bro, Leon is not playing, bro. Pick it back up. Yeah! Oh my god, this is awesome! I got one of the raccoon collectibles before running out and bumping into Grace and seeing her fail to escape. Until Leon steps in and kills the creature. The door between them begins to shut, and Leon hands Grace his Requiem gun, and the two get separated. Leon runs into Gideon, and Gideon is actually too strong, and hell, too tall for Leon, and he notes that he has the symptoms of the T-virus and chokes him out, taking him. Grace, however, is now stuck in this massive area where she needs 3 items to unlock the doors and leave. Grace finds a safe room, but the door inside led to a dead body of a man and a glass chamber of a little girl with cataracts reading Braille. Who's that? Are they cloning her? Grace and the little girl talk for a little bit, and Grace takes the key card from the man and begins investigating. And throughout this section, I got science, out of sight, out of mind, like mother, like daughter, the power of blood, fatal dose, order up, and blood, more blood. Got it, okay. Oh, nice. Run! Run! Get out of there! Also, to get the second ID wristband, we have to put the lungs and heart back into this man's chest. We get the second ID wristband, which takes us to the second area where we easily obtain the third and last ID wristband. But in order to get the last quartz, she has to use the box, but the words are only in Braille. She decides to ask to open it and gets the last quartz needed to get out of there. But Emily, the blind girl, gets snatched through the wall by the monster Leon supposedly killed earlier. And of course, Grace decides to go after Emily. During this time, Leon was getting impregnated. Sorry. During this time, Leon was getting interrogated by Gideon. Yo, that would be an awful sight if I was right the first time.
You know, I do have a question. When's the last time you brushed your teeth?
Leon cuts himself out of the rope, but Gideon leaves as soon as he does. Leon leaves the attic and goes down into the care center and demolishes zombies left and right, giving me Chop Chop, Untouchable, and can I borrow this? After holding out for the elevator, he gets in it and finds a computer where he finds out that he's not the only one that has the T-virus, but so does his mission coordinator, Sherry Birkin, daughter of William and Annette Birkin, also has the virus. But the computer had more info, of course. There were code words that was redacted by the word Elpis, and next to it, a picture of Grace Ashcroft. Yo, not gonna lie, this nigga's reading the Epstein file. Now we cut back to Grace, and she is underground looking for Emily. In this section, she has to obtain 3 batteries and use each one to outsmart the monster that we find out that is called the girl. Now the monster's gonna come out right here. Right? I was kidding. An important section is the blood pool area, which the care center were grinding up these infected zombies to use the blood of the infected to increase the spread of the virus for more testing and experimental purposes. And during this section, I gotta bring out the big guns for shooting the girl with the Requiem gun. Grace puts the batteries back into the slots and turns the electricity on to free Emily from her cell. Grace grabs Emily and the two head to the elevator where the girl tries to claim her back.
What's going on?
No. Oh, come on.
Hurry.
Okay, we're good.
No.
Oh, no. It's gonna cut her. Her hand? Oh my god. Did her foot just get cut off? No. Oh. Wow. Oh my god, that scared me. Grace and Emily head to the center of the care center and put the last and final piece into the wall, permanently leaving the Road Hill Care Center. They get to the courtyard where they meet Harry Reid. Sounds like a troll name, not gonna lie. And he says he can fly them out of here if Grace grabs the keys from the office next to them. And well, the office isn't really an office, rather a secret elevator that leads underground, and Grace finds a memo from Oswald E. Spencer. And it talks about how in his experiments he learned that certain memories can be passed down through their genes, and therefore their offsprings can have their memories. Grace walks through the door and she finds a literal blood bank. She later finds the helicopter keys and attempts to leave, but is forced into hiding. Victor Gideon was right in front of her, and he was on the phone with this man named Zeno.
I've done it. I've done it.
That will be a new reaction gif. Gideon activates self-destruct and Grace is forced to get out of there. She gets above ground and gives Harry his keys, but the zombies all decide to hop on top of the elevator. That is a helicopter. So hop on top of the helicopter as soon as it's taking off. And well, oh my god. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh no, Harry! Leon is still busy reading the fucking Epstein files until he hears commotion outside and sees Grace holding Emily leaving a helicopter. Leon decides to escort Grace by sniping zombies from above. Leon gets inside of the church and sees Emily is injured and holds off against BOW while Grace escapes downstairs into a secret area. Grace is now struggling to keep Emily alive while trying not to get eaten by the girl. So now Grace has to use this lever to turn on the lights, and after she does, she is finally able to fry the girl. Ugh.
tied to her ass. Grace quickly gets back to Emily where she is no longer breathing. She tries to give her CPR, but nothing works. And then out of nowhere, she begins to transform into a BOW until Leon comes in and shoots her to death. Grace is very upset by this since she wanted to save her, not kill her, but Leon insisted that it was too late for her. She gives him back the Requiem gun and bolts away, but Leon begins coughing blood, realizing that his T-virus has become fatal, giving him approximately 2 hours to live. Grace walks off depressed until she bumps into Gideon and tells her he will be no harm to her, and asks Grace to come with him, and she reluctantly follows him and meets Zeno. Is that Wesker? Is that Albert Wesker?
I'm waiting for you.
Wait, what? That's Albert Wesker! What? No way, that's Albert Wesker.
You're the reason for its destruction, but you're also the key to building a brave
What?
world.
No way.
Find peace.
No, 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 no. Chat. What? Sherry is in the bathroom freshening up, and well, like Leon, her T-virus is getting worse too. She checks in with Leon again, and Leon is back in Raccoon City 28 years after its destruction, which is where Zeno and Gideon took Grace. Sherry tells Leon that all the info on Elpis was unavailable. Leon gets to Raccoon and instantly has to take on a giant BOW spider. After defeating it, he travels up and finds that someone has already been to Raccoon City and has to make a detonator to blow up a gate that leads to Raccoon City Center. He finds out that the people that were there were the BSAA, and they were heading to the center of Raccoon City where the nuke was dropped. But turns out after Sherry did a bit more digging into the Pentagon, and there was zero record of anyone ordering the missile strike on Raccoon City. During this time, Leon was being watched by Gideon. After grabbing one of the detonator pieces, he finds the dead bodies of BSAA soldiers, and also finds the body cam of one of them, and well, they were fucking murdered by Zeno. And I mean fucking murdered.
Oh my god!
Leon tells Sherry to look into the man that killed them, and she doesn't find anything. Leon continues putting the detonator together and fights off multiple zombies and got some upgrades too, giving me retail therapy, tailor-made, seasoned pro, and going down. Leon blows up the gate and finds a motorcycle and takes it to the Raccoon City Center, and this was a very bumpy ride since Gideon attacks us with an RPG and his zombie dogs. And I shot Gideon while on my bike and got road rage. I couldn't drive. Or I guess it was Whoa!
Come on.
Whoa, what the hell?
Should have won it.
And should have joined the team. We continue going through the city and we run into a very familiar place. Man, this is chilling. I'm not gonna lie.
It's on you now.
Can I just take a second? Oh my god. Leave me alone.
You can't save her. You can't save anyone.
Leon made his way to the east
wing of the building where he found Grace and Zeno. Zeno tells Grace that Project Elpis has the power to upset the military balance around the world. The last virus made by Spencer was to control human consciousness, and they couldn't let it be taken. So they launched a missile on Raccoon City in order to hide Elpis. In 2011, when President Benford tried to get to the bottom of it and reveal why all of this happened to the public, he was assassinated by Derek C. Simmons on January 29, 2013. But Grace is the key to retrieving Elpis, and she also finds out that she was being cloned without knowing it. So I was completely right in the beginning of the game. Are they cloning her?
What do you mean?
Copies.
Oh my
Crafted
god.
To duplicate you.
I was right? I was right? Why was I right? I won't say it was predictable, but I was just throwing shit out there. Yeah, it was kind of predictable. They look the same. But like, you get it, bro. There were many attempts and many failures, and some of the girls turned into things like the girl or Emily's BOW malfunction or whatever. The main goal of the clones was to create a key attempting to get the memory of Grace. Again, like Spencer wrote, they are trying to recreate different people with the same blood and different versions of Grace to get the password to Elpis, and each clone has their own sad story. Emily is specifically looking at the file of a girl named Chloe in 1990. She was at the Raccoon City Orphanage, which is the same place Cherry Burkett was kidnapped back in 1998. Chloe hears commotion and goes out of the bed and snoops to see different bald-headed children that were versions of her snap this scientist's neck. She keeps hiding off and on and later finds the secret umbrella area of the orphanage. And Chloe finds files about herself and a slideshow. A scientist sneaks up on her and puts her to sleep. And we cut back to Grace, horrified by all of this, and she starts freaking out.
So, what? I was made?
Correct.
What? Huh?
So it really was all my fault.
What was?
That mom was murdered, and when she turned into that thing.
What's done is done. You need to focus on the future.
Was she even really my mother?
It's time to embrace your destiny.
She faints at the sight of Leon. I mean, that's not that hard to do, to be honest. And Leon shoots at Zeno, but he flawlessly dodges everything and tells Leon,
"Sorry, but I don't have time to spare."
Is that the tyrant?
Have fun.
No way. Oh my god, it's all gonna be that good. Fuck. Every time I'm gonna lose, oh my god, I'm gonna. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I wanna get off the game. Oh my god. I actually, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Deal with me. I'm finna beat. Oh. Now where did I put the Dr. Seuss collection?
What the fuck? Oh! Fuck, I was trying to read chat. Leon is then forced to leave the RPD while dodging a clone of Mr. X. He gets a bit of a flashback of the night that it happened.
It's my fucking daughter. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen?
Come on.
Those fucking things outside. What they did to us.
I'm so sorry. Never again.
Then the tyrant throws a fucking missile at Leon, and we are forced to fight the tyrant again in 2026. This is so crazy. After the fight, Leon goes down towards the Ark building where he is forced into another fight, but with Plant 43. This fight was really hard for me personally because I accidentally just walked past the box that has all of the ammo and I could spend all of my points to get weapon upgrades and stuff. I just walked past it not even knowing, bro. And so I was struggling the entire time. I was left with like 6 bullets in my rifle. He pulls the lever on this umbrella door and it opens, leading to the Ark building. Leon finds security surveillance and sees Zeno and Grace in this yellow-orange room, but Leon is now being hunted by guards.
Not necessary. I'll neutralize the target myself. Leon Kennedy. We finally meet.
Who was that? Was he the hunk of Crouch? They really got
Ran into trouble. This guy was one time bastard.
After these fights, Leon walks in on Zeno and Grace, and Zeno is explaining how mind control already exists, but it isn't good at infecting anyone or multiple people at once, like how Elpis is. Zeno owns an organization called The Connection, which is kind of like Excella, which they all sealed off Raccoon City and preserved what they could for themselves. They want to save Elpis for themselves so they can later evolve the T-Virus. Elpis has been stuck in the city since 1998, but they haven't been able to access it without a password that only takes one attempt. And this is the only password Spencer knew, but Zeno thinks Grace knows it, and well, she doesn't. And Leon interrupts and Zeno fights him.
You still need me, right?
Leon creates a diversion to get the two out of there, and they somehow manage to escape. Leon and Grace what seems to be a trash chute, and Leon passes out. Leon wakes up and the T-Virus is now entering its final stage, meaning Leon has about, if not less than an hour to live. Grace tells Leon to stay put, and she finds a key that'll help Leon get access to the Ark. She returns the key, and we continue into the Ark and find a room full of files about her and her mother, Alyssa Ashcroft. She finds a similar disc and realizes she still has the one from the Renwood Hotel and puts them into the machine and finds a secret interview between Alyssa Ashcroft and Oswald E. Spencer. We come back to Leon and we have to find a key, and we have to encounter a room full of liquors in order to use the key to get behind some of the hidden infrastructure. The key leads to an elevator, which he has to hold out and fight more liquors and more zombies. Leon makes his way to the elevator though, becoming sicker and sicker. Grace, however, is watching the rest of the interview, and in it, Spencer acknowledges the fact that the T-Virus has unleashed an unheard chaos around the world. But his new project, Elpis, is basically a cure for it, and he only made it because he felt bad. Fuck you. But during this interview, a man walks in with a baby, and Alyssa is told to hold it. Spencer told Alyssa that she's just a normal child, needing a home. Grace was Oswald E. Spencer's hope, and Alyssa Ashcroft became Grace's mother. Grace is shocked, but then an alarm goes off and shows Leon at the door, struggling, coughing up blood. Grace goes to the area and helps him up as he's slowly dying of the T-virus. We go back inside and where the Elpis supercomputer is, and we can either destroy Elpis or release Elpis. And on my first playthrough, I destroyed it.
What did you do?
What I had to.
Grace, get out of here! Go! Right behind you!
Leon! What are you doing? Come on!
Oh my god.
At least I could save you.
Oh my fucking god. It's okay. So there's multiple enemies, right? I destroyed it only because Leon told me to, and it was confusing, bro. So I destroyed it thinking it was bad. So I got Resolute Agent, Rising Agent, and Rookie Agent for beating the game. But then I could easily reload it and get the correct canon ending. And unlike last time, I released it, and Zeno decides to walk towards Leon with the Elpis until he injects himself with it. But what he doesn't know is that it was an antivirus. So he cures himself of his powers. Gideon comes in with a missing arm, and Zeno and Gideon argue and go at it until he grows a new arm and decapitates Zeno. You're not dodging that shit, bitch. And also the connection, and I guess Excella killed Spencer because he wouldn't give them the code to Elpis. Leon is now cured and is able to take on Victor Gideon for the last time as Art comes crashing down around him. And Leon and Grace realize there's literally no way out of Ark until Sherry sends reinforcements and they rescue the two, and one of the soldiers tell Leon that Chris Redfield would like to see him. And Grace goes back to her job as an FBI agent, and it turns out Emily was still alive and she took her in and became her guardian. And with that, I got Hope and Requiem for beating the game by releasing Elpis. After my first playthrough, I played the game again, of course, and started going for all of the collectibles, which consisted of a bunch of files and a bunch of little raccoon toys. And I'll be beating the game without crafting, so I can stack as many trophies as possible while getting as many credit points as possible to unlock infinite ammo for insanity difficulty.
Bro, what? Why?
So I got Internal Dispute, Grace and Goliath, Deadly Duet, Great Expectations. Credit where credit is due. Not today, but Case Closed, Minimalist, and I Missed the Last Record. And honestly, while playing the game, I was not looking at the trophy list at all, and I had no clue there was a no healing run that I could have stacked. So I decided to explode the fucking last raccoon because I was a little mad I didn't get it the first time. Crafted every item as Leon. I finally beat the game without healing, and beat the game in less than 4 hours, giving me Speed Demon. I used my credit points to buy and view all of the models and replayed the game
on Insanity difficulty, which was such a pain, only eased by my infinite ammo Requiem gun. And with that gun, I got bang for your buck for killing 3 enemies with a single Requiem shot. Bloodlust for collecting 5,000 samples of infected blood, which was made easy by saving bags, putting it in the micro sampler, and then reloading my save, which wouldn't give me the blood in game because duh, I reloaded it and save. But it would add on to the counter that was in the challenges menu. So abuse that shit before it gets patched. I feel like it will. I used my credit points again to view all of the concept art and finally beat the game on its hardest difficulty, Insanity. And that of course gave me the platinum Requiem.
Hey, so have you noticed there isn't any black people in this game?
God! Okay, so if you stick around until the end, that's all I got for today. Unfortunately, I will be doing the Resident Evil side games, and I will be ranking my Resident Evil Platinums, so stay tuned for that. But if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. And like and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.
Who decided?